Hello, my friends, and welcome to this week's episode of the Greenlight Weekend Podcast. As always, I'm your host, Brian Nystrom, and we have a sponsor. Our sponsor is Dead Room Comedy. Dead Room Comedy is a production company and comedy group based in Denver, Colorado. You can find out every little thing you need to know about them at deadroomcomedy.com. You can also check them out on Facebook and Instagram at Dead Room Comedy. You can find out if they're doing any shows. I don't know. Everything's kind of shutting down again. So, yeah, it's all fucked up. But, yeah, support them. They're always putting out good skits and content, especially Jacob Jonas. He's always putting out something funny. So, yeah, follow Dead Room Comedy. This week's episode was kind of a special one for me. We're saying goodbye to Dave. That's what's going on. Dave's leaving in a couple weeks. And we thought we'd have our good friend Philly Cheese in here. We thought this was going to be a Zoom episode, but luckily my test results came back negative, and Dave and Kat's test results came back negative. Phil hasn't been exposed to anybody but his child, so we all got together. We got a little drunk. We got too high. Everybody had their own pipe this time. Last time me and Dave shared a pen, and then right after the podcast, he was like, dude, I was exposed to COVID. So we didn't do that this time. But we had a good fucking time. We talked Bitcoin. We talked losing virginities. We talked drugs. I don't even know everything we talked about. But if you're a fan of the show, this one's a good one for you. It's a long one. We definitely rambled on a little too long, but it's all good, man. It's all fun. You guys only have to listen to as much as you want. But there was some funny shit at the end. So, yeah, guys, I hope you enjoy this episode. It was with my brother in arms, to use the Whiskey Reels term, Phillip Schneider. He's been my best friend since I can remember. I love this motherfucker, and it was a pleasure to have him back in here. We're going to try to do it more now that the kid's getting a little older, and, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, shout out to the Whiskey Reel, and shout out to Ethan Esparza and the Chava people for the intro, outro, break music. This track is called Wake Up. I hope you enjoy not only the track, but this motherfucking episode of the Greenlight Weekend with my brother, Philly Cheese. Like a 6'5" Jamaican, beating my chest like, yeah, what my name is, ink on my chest, what my homie spray painting, summer day smoke, escape, PlayStation, he looking down on me and I can't stay patient, I ain't just trying to say shit, sit back and face it. I don't think all Mexicans do that. Yeah, Dave, you piece of shit.
Wow, I was just saying, like, typically they do.
That's true. You know what? You're right.
Yeah.
If somebody's going to do it,
tacos.
it's probably going to be a Mexican.
I love tacos.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, churros.
Mm-hmm.
You want to make
SeaWorld? Yeah. Shout out.
So I bought a food truck, and I'm going to make churros.
Nice.
Just to make it
I
feel
did hear that.
a little more like SeaWorld around here.
Like, you have a fish tank in there?
No, we're not enslaving any large aqua mammals.
You can have my turtles.
No? Fuck that.
Are you sick of them, dude? Are you ready to kill them?
Oh, God.
You just can't do
They
it?
won't
Can't break
die.
yourself?
I really want to just let them go outside right now. See how far they can make
It's
it.
winter. Good luck.
Just next time they escape, just don't put them back.
They don't really escape anymore.
Are they getting too old for that?
No, they're just the tank that I have now. It's kind of hard to get out.
Oh. I figured maybe they were escaping because the tank was small.
No, they're just fucking shit like chihuahuas, and they have to live in the water with the water all the time.
Yeah.
Like, I have a 100-gallon tank, and I have a filter that is for a 300-gallon tank.
And there's still 20 gallons of shit in there.
Yeah, it's okay if you clean the filter every month, because it works pretty fucking good. It's got like different stages of biological filters and mechanical filters, and a UV light that kills algae and shit.
Also kills COVID, apparently.
Yeah, maybe.
We put it in all our vents at Steamworks.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
That's
UV
true.
Light does. Yeah, makes sense.
Supposedly does wonders.
So your turtles have salmonella,
except
but they're
for
not going to have COVID.
We put them in at Steamworks, and then we shut down 3 weeks later, so how good are they really doing?
Well,
I'm just saying.
One person.
Get unemployment, baby.
Are you? Are you on unemployment?
I got to fill it out, but yeah, I'm getting it out. I'm getting it.
You seem like an unemployment kind of guy. Let's talk about that.
I like it.
Yeah?
No, I really don't.
You're
Usually,
like a leech on the system. You're one of those people.
I've never been one my whole life. I've always worked like hard.
It's never too late,
smart.
Dave.
I'd rather like get unemployment for a little bit to help me through my move.
No, it was super dope when Coyle was on unemployment.
It was, right? Like, I mean, you got time together. Dude, like, all right, like we cooked together every night. Like we kept everything like clean. We went on hikes and walks together.
And you weren't really allowed to go out and do stuff. Not allowed, but you were staying inside, so you
but
saved so much money. I did anyway.
So much money.
Yeah. With the
I
bars being closed,
put our
especially?
stimulus away, and we still haven't touched it.
Nice,
It's just
dude.
sitting in savings.
Good. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, I'm still keeping away, a good bit of that unemployment I acquired before I started working again, because then I just started using that for bill money and just put that away for the move, basically.
Yeah.
But
Well, Kawhi was watching Kai, so I pretty much had all day to work too. So that was nice.
Right on. Well, let's see. What's up, Brian? You gonna do an introduction? You're so good at this.
An introduction?
Yeah,
Well,
dude.
There's one in the beginning.
Reintroduction.
Yeah, I always do one in the beginning, but obviously my name is Brian Nystrom. To my left is the former host and maybe coming back to full-time host. Probably not, but we're going to get him back way more.
Oh, man, that'd be great.
Philly Cheese, Phillip Schneider.
Yeah, I'll try.
The big daddy, the papa bear of the crew.
I like Big Dick Gouda.
Big Dick
you do.
Gouda.
That's my favorite.
Dick Gouda.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. And to Phil's left is everybody's favorite piece of shit, the man that almost closed out this podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, David Oakley.
I did not almost close it down.
You kind of almost did.
I was making sure we were being healthy, getting tested regularly,
You almost brought the virus into my house.
Yeah, I did. But I didn't at all, because it turns out I never had it to begin with. It was just a close call, a scare, if you will.
A scare, if you will. I've had a few of those myself. They were all sexual.
But, yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah.
And you got them all, too.
Never once.
Yeah, right.
Never once.
Yeah, thank God I've never got any kind of dick virus.
I was pretty positive I was going to have one after one particular gal. I wrote a joke about her. It's a whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah.
Yeah, we've all been there where we thought we were, pedaling in some deep waters.
Yeah, and then you get
That's not
there,
the phrase, but
and
that's what I'm saying.
The lady that helps you in the fucking doctor's office is super fucking hot, and that sucks.
I just remember one of my best friend's brother saying that his ball, like when he was like 20, 21, and I was like 19, and he said his ball swelled up to the size of like a baseball, and that's when he went to the hospital. I'm like, dude, I've never had anything close to that situation. Itchy, burny, or
Didn't
swelling.
Jacob Jonas have something like that he caught from
You
the
got
toilet
a
seat?
bacterial disease from
Something.
some
a
kind of
toilet?
infection from a toilet seat
That is
in
a
Spain.
lie, dude. He saw a hooker in Spain.
In Spain.
Yeah, he
That's what it
definitely got gonorrhea from a guy.
That was definitely the point I tried to make in the moment, but I don't think we still have that video. It's a goddamn shame.
Is that the one where Elliot says the N-word?
Which time? I mean,
you're right.
every single time he comes on,
I think
he
we
says
said
the
we
N-word.
mentioned that every episode,
Yeah.
just so hopefully one day
Elliot A. Weber on all social media.
cancel him.
Cancel him.
Bad person.
Oh, speaking of canceling people for being racist, you guys keeping up with any of the Top That news? I don't want to spend too much time on it, but our good friends over at the Whiskey Reel just dedicated a whole podcast to it.
Yeah, they're really deep.
Yeah,
They're really
into
deep.
it.
It's
and
hilarious.
I think they're this deep into it because they saw what it did for their numbers. And that, my friends, is not... It's not valiant behavior. They're not doing it for the love of the game. They're doing it
for marketing.
It's a marketing ploy.
So what?
They're basically racist.
It's our friend.
That's what I'm saying. It's basically racism.
I don't know, dude. Is it racism if you're doing it for a purpose,
Aaron has a black
or
girlfriend.
is it capitalism?
Aaron does have a black girlfriend.
that he talks about all the time?
A woman of color, if you will.
She's black,
Yeah, that's
is
the color.
apparently.
Really brown.
Very
I've never
observant
seen
Phil.
her.
I did once.
I met her.
Is
She's
she a
party
dime
girl.
piece?
Yeah, she's party.
Especially for Aaron. You see him. He looks like the fucking crypt keeper. He's short. He's ugly. He's always repping L.A., wearing a fucking Saints jersey.
looks
I
like-
don't understand this motherfucker.
He looks like he'd ask you for a riddle at a bridge. Don't remember kids' stories, huh?
I just had to let you sit
That's
that for a
okay,
second.
dude. I stand by it.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
he does.
He's more like generic Beastie Boy.
Yeah, but old.
Yeah.
Well, the
He's
Beastie
a
Boys are
beastie
pretty
man.
old.
I know,
He's a
but I
beastie
think-
man.
He's a beast.
He's a beastie grandpa.
Aaron Beastie Man Brandis. Helping him out with the fun new nickname.
There's some
Yeah, the
marketing.
Whiskey Reel.
There's some marketing for you guys without using racism, but keep it up because it's funny and those guys suck at Top That.
Yeah, I love how they were like, if you guys leave a voicemail, we won't reveal your identity. Just leave it anonymously.
They called us out
immediately before we're like, it's probably not the green light weekend, but here's a couple racist ass voicemails.
And I want to know who they thought. I mean, I'm guessing they thought you were the drunk one. Because I certainly wasn't drunk. I'd been in a car all day. I was sober as a boat.
They just assumed, Dave.
Yeah,
you have
probably.
a reputation.
Yeah,
that is being drunk.
Yeah, so
Dave?
Anybody that's ever listened to this podcast,
yeah,
give it an hour,
yeah.
and you will see what
that's
we're talking
that's
about.
my persona.
most
That's the
straight-edge
character
person I know.
That's the character I play on the podcast. So of course,
Very strong political views. Just,
yeah. No,
just drunk.
As a sober person watching the podcast during the day, it's hilarious watching your slow decline from like
From the
sober in the beginning.
yeah.
And it's just like
Yeah,
like,
I've
well,
been getting better at that.
I guess we should end the podcast.
Been getting better at that.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, you got fucking hammered with,
with Sean Moe. Yeah.
That was the one I watched.
That was the fun one. But
that was the worst
it was
out
fun
of
for
a long
you.
time. Not the worst, but it was fun. It was
But
funny.
I haven't been getting that hammered is my point. Like either I'll drink a beer or two or I'll just go for it, dude. It depends if I'm driving. Straight up, let's be honest.
Huh?
Like I'm driving today, I can't get hammered.
I've been there.
Straight
I've
up.
taken many drunk shower naps after podcast.
Yeah, I took a shower right before, so I'll probably just pass out if I get drunk.
Yeah.
Even-
Well, it's nice to just fall asleep in the shower when you're throwing up.
Oh, you fall asleep in the shower while you're throwing
Nice
up.
shower nap.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. Just
If
get
you're
it
not-
all done at once.
Yeah, you
Puke,
just throw up.
sleep,
You don't have to
drink
worry
a
about
beer.
hitting the toilet. You just throw up everywhere.
Wow, that's
Smush the
man.
stuff down the drain.
Yeah, when the bucket next to your bed starts looking too small to hit, that's when it's time for a shower
Yeah.
nap.
okay. All right.
You just lay on the bottom or, crisscross
Do you have a
applesauce.
bathtub shower?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't have that.
It's all stand up.
Damn it.
You
Yeah.
can still sit down.
So
You can sit down.
Just while we're on the subject, I would like to read the text I got directly after our podcast with Sean Moe. I don't mean for it to sound like that sucked, dude. That was fun and good episode! ! Just felt like it fell apart at the end when Dave fell apart. The grabbing his brother to come on the podcast, yelling down the hall bit was jarring. And you watched it. So we were on a roll, right? There was some good shit going, and Dave goes, wait, I'm going to bring somebody in here who's never done a podcast.
I'm
and
sorry,
instead of going
Shambo.
to get him, he stands at the door and yells during a recording. This is the drunk Dave we can't handle, Dave.
That's fine. I get it. I'll move. I'm getting out of here.
I can't
I'm
wait.
just going to go back to the other side of the country.
Counting down the days so you're somebody else's problem.
That is hilarious. Oh, forgot about that. I had a driver that night. See, that's the problem. Key is make me drive.
That's exactly why we didn't do a Zoom podcast tonight, Dave, because I knew
Why?
if you didn't
No,
have to
I'd
drive,
be just like this right now, dude.
right now. It's the hour later
Well,
that's the problem.
I haven't been drinking liquor lately, and that's what really does it.
Oh yeah,
The whiskey,
Yeah.
dude.
I
the
can
brown
see that.
water.
Yeah, it fucking gets me riled up and wild, dude.
Yeah, me and Sean had one drink out of this. This was all Dave.
No, dude, that's a lie. That's a bunch of horse shit.
That's definitely a lie.
Pretty sure I saw you guys double up a couple
a
times.
couple
but-
times,
but-
but it
Dave like quadrupled up.
Well, also I've been pre-gaming all day. Like, yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's-
I saw you at the bar. I was
That'll
like,
get
hey,
you.
remember that
Oh,
guest
yeah.
we've been trying for months to get on? He's coming on today. Stop drinking. And you were like, why? I don't have to drive. It's like, I don't care if you die on the way home. I'm trying to fucking record a good podcast, you son of a bitch.
Oh well. Well, at least I quit. You know, put in my 2 weeks notice. I quit. Quit the pod. It's official.
Okay.
Just kidding. I'll do it from afar, sober. Zoom.
So are you planning on taking your food truck with you when you go eventually?
No, I mean, if it's successful, we'd probably just buy another one.
Keep
And
one.
move on.
Yeah.
Where are you planning to move yet? Do you know yet? Phoenix?
Not Phoenix. Fuck Arizona. That's my thoughts at this moment. I
Yeah.
love my mom, and that was a main reason. Plus, I knew people in the comedy scene, and it just made sense. Like I had some.
You'll meet
connections.
people wherever you go, dude.
Goddamn right, I will.
Yeah.
I
And you
know
know
how to
people
do
in
it.
Texas. And Austin's blowing up right now. That'd be a good spot for you.
It would be a fantastic spot.
Yeah.
And you know people there, dude. Like, I mean, Joey and who else?
I think
Mikey
Dallas
B.
is pretty far, but yeah.
Yeah, Dallas
But he
is
knows
about
people
3
in Austin.
Yeah,
It's
oh,
pretty
I
much
know.
3 hours anywhere.
To any of
from
those big
Oscar,
cities, right?
Austin,
Yeah.
Houston, because that would be the only place I would move to.
Would be
You'd go to
If I was
Houston,
gonna
huh?
move. No, I'd go to Austin.
Really?
I could deal with being 3 hours away
Dude,
from my
the
mom.
green light
I don't think I
weekend
could do
goes to
Austin.
Texas.
Everybody else is going to Texas, dude. It's crazy. I mean, all these big names. I mean, now just Red Band this week bought a house in Austin. Tony Hinchcliffe is talking about moving the Kill Tony podcast to Austin.
And everybody's going to follow him because they need
a
that.
lot of people are, yeah. And then already, you know, the big ones, Joe Rogan and who else? Theo Vaughn moved east. Joey Diaz
Nashville.
moved east. Yeah, I mean, but still.
And they're just more open. This next round of closures is gonna devastate
And
a lot of people.
I know, and I can't imagine, like, how rough it is for Californians right now because they have been closed this whole time.
I know, it's crazy.
Like, what the fuck? No wonder so many big names are leaving, dude. I don't blame them at all.
Well, especially somebody like
Taxes
Joe
are
Rogan
going
who has
up.
all the money in the world. Like, why wouldn't you?
Yeah, I
like,
think
he
Brendan-
still has a house in L.A.
Of course
you know,
he
he
does,
just
dude.
bought another one.
Yeah, yeah,
Sounds
yeah.
To
fun.
live in, if you're making over $400,000 a year, it's now with Biden's tax plan and all the shit that's going on in California, it's 62% of your money. So,
Say that again.
So if you make over $400,000,
Uh-huh.
Don't worry,
62%, 62% of your money goes to taxes.
Wow.
So you make $400,000 a year, you're only getting paid what, $180,000?
And that's nationwide?
No,
that's
that's well,
California.
That's California?
yeah, California,
Taxes?
New York's doing it. That's why people are leaving those places.
Got you. Okay.
So you know,
Oh, my God.
so
That's like...
that- you know, and like if you're
over
making
half.
300,
Like, that's like being a woman
if you're making
twice.
$350,000 a year and you get a promotion and a pay
Uh-huh.
raise, like you're gonna be less incentivized to take that promotion
you're
because
making
you're gonna
less
make
money.
less money and have
For
more
sure.
responsibilities.
That's so, yeah.
That's why
Fuck
people are
that.
leaving.
400,000. Don't get me wrong; it's a considerable amount of money, but
but
that
it's
seems
not
an arbitrary
that
number
much.
to fucking put.
Well, that's
that
just the
high of a
tax bracket.
I know, but it
Yeah.
seems like an arbitrary number to put that high of a tax.
Oh,
on.
yeah, I
like
agree.
when it comes to people making $10 million, like, but still 62%. I mean, yeah, where's the fucking incentive?
Yeah, it's
62%.
crazy.
That's
I
a
did
lot,
I
yeah.
did all the work, and you're gonna take more than half of
More
my
than-
fucking money,
Oh, yeah.
even if you are super rich.
It's like growing
It's
weed at your
still-
neighbor's house. It's fucking stupid.
All they're going to do is create more criminals.
Yeah, it's,
Why not?
People that start fudging their numbers on paper. Yeah.
Or just people that go into different businesses altogether because they are black market.
that's why
Off
there's
the books.
tons of institutional money going into Bitcoin right now.
Mm.
It's bumping all-time highs.
You think the dollar's gonna die?
Eventually.
Eventually.
You can't just keep printing money. It has no. What is
Value.
money?
Yeah.
You know, like what is money?
Paper.
It's money is just a belief system that this is worth this to me and that's worth that to you.
Mm.
And now we're on this fiat currency that there's nothing backing it. It's just the only thing that's backing it is the trust that you have in the U.S. government.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's inflating. So as you just hold cash, your money is just
Becoming less valuable.
becoming less valuable.
Gotcha. Yeah. And
And-
the trust in government's going down as we speak.
Yeah.
We're watching it every day.
Well, there's no gold backing it. They took it off the gold standard.
50, 60 years.
Yeah, Nixon.
It was like
era.
55 or 60,
Yeah,
60
something
around
like that.
there, yeah.
50 years
Jeez.
ago, basically.
Oh, well, we're fucked.
Yeah.
Go digital.
That's why people are buying Bitcoin.
So Bitcoin is back up then.
Yeah. I've made almost $4,000 since the election.
Holy shit, good for you. That's awesome.
Pretty crazy.
Just, do you buy it and sell it, or
I have most of it's just holdings. I'm just holding on to it. It's like digital.
Like a stock,
It's like digital
kind of?
gold.
okay? Oh, okay.
It's so there's only going to be 21 million Bitcoin ever created or mined. So it's the scarcest thing in the world,
Okay.
and it's only going to go up in value, whereas the dollar is going to keep melting like an ice cube
Mm-hmm.
because you
Climate
can't.
change.
Because of climate change, exactly. It's so let's see. How do I put this?
Make it smart.
Let's see here. Make it smart for.
It's like supply and demand. There's less of that.
Exactly. It's supply and demand. It's a ledger. So basically, it's like playing Monopoly.
Right.
That's why everybody has trust in the system. It's a software that everybody sees. It's a ledger, and so everybody can see all the way back from the beginning of Bitcoin.
So it's public.
Yeah, it's public to see. God, I got too fucking high.
So wait, so they made 24 million or billion?
It hasn't been created yet. So basically, to mine, what you're mining is actually you're just running these supercomputers that control the ledger, so they keep track. And so there's millions of different computers all over the world. You could
what 2009. What do they call those things again too? Where there's like all these servers. There's a name for them.
There's GPU mining rigs, solar farms.
Maybe it's a mining rig.
Mining farms.
Mining farm, yeah, something like that.
Basically, what they're doing is confirming the transactions. So it's not actually like mining anything, but it's solving these complicated mathematical equations to watch the ledger, or basically, all the transactions are running through all these supercomputers.
Right.
And as a reward for running those, basically all the servers, you get paid in that Bitcoin.
Okay.
And so that's
a lot of work
mining.
just
and
to
right
create
now,
one.
right in the beginning in 2009, you could have mined thousands of Bitcoin with just your computer. But as more people start mining it, it gets more and more difficult to actually mine it. And there was just a halving. Basically, they go through, there's cycles, and it goes through all these halvings, and you get less Bitcoin for solving the block. Wow. And all these blocks, every 10 minutes, every transaction that's made, the blocks get solved and hooked on to like a chain. That's what they call the blockchain. And miners get rewarded for.
So the more people that get involved with this, then it is
the
more work for less of a reward.
It's digital gold. You're using your energy, money.
So how do they know it's going to cap off at 24 million?
Because it's set in the software.
Okay.
The guy,
it's like a governor.
Kind of. The person who created it is Satoshi Nakamoto. It's either a person or a group.
That sounds like a fake name.
It's a pseudonym.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Nobody's aware.
Nobody knows
Satoshi.
Nobody knows who he
wow.
is or what he is, or a group of people. But basically, they wrote
probably a group, right?
They wrote this software and published it to the public, and people started using it and mining. Watching or running their software so that it could record the transactions. And then once people started using it. It just kind of started snowballing from there.
Wow. That's crazy, dude. They're probably part of Bilderberg.
No.
I'm just kidding.
That's the thing, is that it's
kind of the opposite of that.
Think they're nerds? I mean, obviously they're nerds, but like...
It's not like it's a whole group of everybody. It's the people.
Obviously Asian.
So there's a lot of Chinese.
Sounds Japanese as fuck.
A lot of Chinese money into it. But it's like a peer-to-peer network. It's kind of like file sharing. A little bit.
Okay.
But, it solves the double spin problem. Basically, so anything digital, if you like music, Napster, LimeWire, you sent out those files, you still have a copy of it, and everybody else has a copy of it too. And so you can't do that with money, because I send you $5, but I keep the $5.
Yeah.
And Bitcoin kind of solves that problem, because everybody is on the same ledger, the same software. So, I sent you $5. The system itself says Phil sent Dave $5, or however much Bitcoin. And so there's that. It solves that double spin problem, because everybody can see where it's going, and the software is not going to allow you to just make a copy and send it to me and keep the copy. So it holds
everybody accountable.
Yeah, so the whole system itself, whereas, I don't need Wells Fargo to tell me that I sent you money.
Right.
And so it's decentralized.
So
there's
but
no
then-
middlemen.
So there's no middleman.
So then,
It's just the users.
but you
and
don't
the program.
still get to keep the $5,
Correct.
right?
if I sent, just like if I gave you a $5 bill,
Right.
I
It
don't
transfers.
It transfers,
Yeah.
and it does it in a second. We can do it at 2:30 in the morning.
Right.
We don't have to wait for the fucking banks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how long until that becomes taxed and whatnot?
Well,
Like, how long before
eventually-
your transactions are all monitored and you can't just buy fucking weed if you live in Atlanta?
Because the software can't be changed.
Right. Okay.
So governments can't just, like
Go in there and manipulate
like
it
with
to
Napster,
serve
they
their
rated
purposes.
that. What was that fucking guy's name?
Sean Price.
No, there was something else.
No.
I don't know.
I
Anyway,
think he's the one
they
that
found
created Napster.
they found his server, his network, and went and raided and shut it down. But with Bitcoin, there's millions and millions and millions of computers running the software. They're basically one giant server. And so governments can't just go and shut down. You can't stop it.
And can't manipulate it.
They can ban it like they did with gold.
Uh-huh.
They said now gold's illegal because they were worried that everybody, because the dollar's bullshit, they were worried
That's
that
where
it
Fort
used to
Knox
just
came
be
from?
it used to just be a receipt for the gold that you had in the bank.
Right.
So you can't carry this valuable gold around. Give it to us, and we'll give you paper money.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so they started worrying that people were going to come get their gold because dollar's bullshit, basically. And so they just banned you, like, you're not allowed to have gold, and we'll just keep giving you this paper money. So now it's
That's
not
where
backed.
Fort Knox
Now
came
it's
from.
not backed by anything. It's just backed by the belief system
A
that we
wink and a
have,
handshake.
and it's backed
Mm-hmm.
by oil because oil globally is priced in the dollar.
Right on.
for now.
Yeah.
Until the Asians and the Russians take over.
Dude, looking forward to it.
But Bitcoin's a store of value. It's digital gold. It's like holding gold. You put the bulk of your money into it. Not everybody. It's still volatile, but
Sean Fanning.
it's good to have it.
That's his name.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah. That's good that you got into it like pretty relatively
I know. I wish I would have
young
understood it more. Like
sooner.
it's
Phil was
still
telling me about this when it was like $3 a Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally.
It's
and was
about
just
to
like,
hit
I don't really
$20,000.
understand how it works.
I
But
know. I was the same way. I heard about it back then too, from friends that were already doing it. Like,
Yeah. In the long term, I think it's gonna go up, and there is tons like
because
micro strategy because these big giant companies are sitting on cash, and it's just melting away every year. You get
Depreciating.
less valuable and less valuable,
yeah.
and then in times of crisis, the government's just able to print trillions of dollars. During the first shutdown, they upped their balance sheet by 75%. Just like, here's $3 trillion, and they put it into the economy, and it just makes rich people more rich because they own assets. They own real estate, stocks, and that all goes up while people holding cash, it all goes down. So that's why the rich get richer and the poor get poorer, because the poor don't buy
they don't
assets.
own assets.
They don't buy assets.
They can't afford assets
Yeah.
most of the time.
Assetless.
They
Well, I
just
don't own
and they
land.
don't. But there's things that you can do you can buy little pieces of gold. You can
Right.
Buy pizza
you can
too.
buy $10 to $15 worth of Bitcoin every week and just sit on it. And it's gonna
Is that a good idea?
yeah, I think it is. I think even just taking 1%, I'm pretty much 50-50. 50% in the legacy and 50% in the new. So
What does that mean?
50% US dollars, 50% cryptocurrencies,
crypto.
Bitcoin. And in that 50%, I've pretty much 75% Bitcoin.
Okay.
And then the rest of that 25%, I just kind of play with and trade. And that's like
Just
how I
stocks.
make my cash flow.
Gotcha.
Like cryptocurrencies.
Yeah. Cryptocurrencies, they're kind of like Bitcoin. They're solving other problems. Like Ethereum's more like software that is decentralized. It's kind of the same thing, but not currency.
Mm-hmm.
And there people are building applications and stuff on the back of it,
Yeah.
and that's the next thing that's gonna
I
make
gotta
you
look
rich.
into all this shit, dude.
I'm
I need
gonna be
to.
honest.
Dude, it's so hard for me to
I'm like,
explain it.
I know, yeah,
I
I
can
can
sit
tell.
here for hours.
Yeah,
can tell.
And
it's
like
confusing.
I had all these things in my head earlier, and then I fucking got stoned, and I'm like, wait a minute.
And it sounds like something that you got to have like a foundation of knowledge to understand the next
you
step.
clearly read a lot about this and just experienced.
This is what I've been doing for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Just fucking, and I sucked at it before. Like, I
Probably
just
like
didn't,
anything,
I didn't
it just takes
understand
some
it.
time to get
and
better.
I wish, I would buy it and then sell it when I made a profit instead of accumulating it. Because, if I think it's gonna hit $100,000 next year.
Damn.
So,
And it's at 20 now.
Yeah.
Per Bitcoin?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And they're broke down into fractions. So there's basically.
And they're $20 a Bitcoin right now?
No,
20,000.
Oh, okay.
But you can buy portions. You can
You
buy
can go
$10
buy $10
worth
worth of Bitcoin.
You know.
20,000. Damn.
And it was $3.
So
Back
you
when
can
we
buy
started-
So
It
when
was
me and Phil
so
were
cool.
selling
It was
weed, if we would have just
cents.
taken $100 and put it into Bitcoin,
And just forgot about it.
You'd be worth 20,000 right now. That
60.
that 100 would be worth 20,000 right now?
Well, if it was $3, that's what?
It'd be worth-
33
Oh.
Bitcoin, 33 times 20.
Yeah.
$660,000.
$70,000.
600, yeah, 670,000. Wow. And that's how they were
Not
three.
670.
Yeah.
670.
Ish,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
33
I mean,
times 20.
Yeah.
But
No, that's 660.
Yeah.
But
well,
with the 0.3, yeah, it probably rounds
why
up.
I said that.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, dude, I like math, dude. I'm autistic.
Well,
remember?
so the first transaction that was ever made was somebody
$3.
offered. No,
Or-
somebody offered. Somebody
pizza.
10,000 Bitcoin to bring pizza to them.
oh, really?
And that's when you can mine it with your laptop. You're making thousands of Bitcoin, but it was worth pennies.
Yeah.
And if you
And
want
if that pizza boy would have just kept all that.
Holy shit.
$200 million
That's
right
cool,
now.
dude. That's just their origin story, though.
Yeah.
Who knows
And
the truth to that?
It's it's the truth.
Is
It's
There's
on the
a ledger, bro.
You can go all the way back
From the
and
series,
see every single
Kirito?
transaction.
Okay.
And that's why
Satoshi.
it can't be. You need 51% of everybody that has the software. You need their approval to make any kind of changes to the code.
Right on, dude. It
So you
seems so
can't-
secure,
You
dude. I
can't
love
fucking.
that.
You can't fucking change it.
That's awesome, dude.
It's gonna be volatile too. Like if you're in the long running, if you're doing it for the long term, take $100 a month and just buy it. Dollar cost average. Don't fucking blow your load, especially on some
So you
low
gotta-
cap cryptocurrency.
you got to go about
so you can get fucked.
getting a what's it called, a digital wallet.
Yeah, you can just keep it on the exchanges too. I mean, depending on which exchange, Coinbase is pretty secure.
Is that the one you use? Like, I
Yeah,
mean, I just
I
wouldn't
use
even know where
Bybit
to
too.
begin, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty
Wait,
simple.
you
Coinbase is the most.
You
easy.
use them both?
Yeah, I use a couple different.
And you just keep.
I've bought Bitcoin here and then sold it on a different marketplace just because.
So is your wallet the same? And like, if
No, you can get different wallets,
Oh, okay.
different addresses. I have an actual. It's called a Nano Ledger, and it's basically a big
so confusing to me.
USB stick,
Yeah.
and I has most of my money on it, and I lock it up in a safe at my house.
Okay.
So I physically.
But what if you
have it.
physically lose that?
Yeah.
What
you're
if that
fucked.
thing physically fails?
Then you're fucked.
Because I've had hard drives that just died.
Me too. I threw one out today, cleaning up my house.
I had a fucking terabyte hard drive that had all our podcasts
If you
on
can
it die.
remember your address name, you can back it up onto their
That's a big
cloud
number,
network,
though, right?
basically.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean,
You
it's
just write it down.
Write it
but
down.
yeah. That's the thing. If
sketchy.
for any reason the dollar collapses, you have this currency that the whole
Ugh.
world is using.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
it's not very. The problem is, it's not very fast. Like Visa, Mastercard, they can do 10,000 transactions a second, something like that, maybe even more. Bitcoin's like 7 transactions.
How
a
do you
second.
use? How
So
do you
it's
spend
kind
your
of-
Bitcoin? Only online, or can you do it in person?
You can do it in person.
Like how?
Like with a QR code between our cell phones.
Is that what Apple Pay is, or something?
Kinda. I mean, it's
You just scan.
it's just you send it to your wallet that you have on your phone,
Oh, okay.
and I scan your QR
So I
code.
assume not everywhere can do that because I don't think we don't do that. At
Anybody
Steam
has
where-
a oh well, they
You know what I
probably
mean?
don't accept Bitcoin. You have to. They have
For
I can't
one day. When the
I
dollar
can't-
collapses.
Yeah.
I can't remember the company, but they basically have a card that you can use anywhere that just
Oh,
converts
yeah, I remember that.
Portal?
Yeah.
No,
No,
maybe not
it's-
Portal.
it. It just converts your cryptocurrency into whatever currency that is, just
Ah.
right there through their
It's like a prepaid
Software.
card, kind of.
yeah.
You like put so
Oh
much money
yeah,
on
dude!
it
I
and
remember
then
watching a
spend it
little
like cash.
news 15-minute thing on that thing.
There's
Back
like-
in the day, though, like 4 years ago, I saw something about that.
There's something like 8 million Bitcoin that are just lost forever because people didn't know what they had.
Someone needs to go
And they threw computers away.
Lost
Had
their
a
USB
couple
drives.
hundred. Yeah.
Damn. We need some
Never to be
architects.
seen again. That's going to be treasure hunting in the future.
That's what I'm saying.
I found a hard drive.
But
We need some architects up in here.
unless you know their
I mean, not architects.
unless you know their password to get into the wallet, then
Then you're fucked
Yeah.
anyway. I mean,
even if you find a computer or something at the
that's
thrift
why
store,
they're truly lost. I mean, there's
Yeah.
no.
you can't.
Wow.
It's just big
Unless-
titties 69.
Yeah. Password.
Yeah.
Just password.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet a couple.
1, 2, 3, 4.
There's a bunch of those.
I think it actually is a
gotta-
encrypted password that it's not just 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Like it
Well,
has to
I
be.
figured actually. I was. Just
Well, there
making
probably
sure-
if it was
Yeah.
it was allowed that there would be people that are just like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
But nobody knew what it was. Like
Dude, that's crazy, man. That's just lost money sitting out there. It's like under the sea. Like there's probably a bunch of treasure under the sea right now. Probably real gold. I mean, not probably, definitely.
100%. Yeah.
But is it worth going for?
yeah,
Not to me.
MicroStrategy, this big hedge fund, they made history. They bought they put most of all of their money that they had in cash into Bitcoin. Bought $425 million worth of Bitcoin
Holy fuck!
because they're betting on it, and now other companies,
Yeah,
big
they
giant
see
people
that,
are like,
yeah.
oh yeah, it makes sense that the dollar's fucking melting, and it can't just keep going like this. Like it's the same with Venezuela, Lebanon. They're, the United States is
South
a little.
America.
The United States
Their
is
money
a
just went
little.
to shit.
They're smarter about just not printing it like all the time, like Venezuela, but
yeah, they go
it's
through.
still
a little less corrupt.
Yeah,
just
it's
a
still
little
the
bigger,
same
so there's
fucking-
more checks and balances.
Yeah.
That's all it is. They're
it's
the
a
exact
fucking-
same
it's
mindset.
A game, like, and people don't understand the game.
They're letting
like-
their countries go through whatever recession or depression to
Be rich.
for the future, actually. Because once you get out of that, now we just keep printing money
Yeah,
every
once
time
all the
we're
people die.
We're
Yeah.
just printing money every time we're in trouble, dude.
Yeah,
we're
but
just
people are-
perpetuating our problem. We're just putting it off,
But that's like
a little bit longer.
Thanos and fucking Avengers. Just like if half of the people die, we'll be fine. There's plenty of resources. That's what that fucking sounds like to me.
Sounds gay. Sounds stupid.
We're fucked.
That's
When it comes to the economy, like there's gonna be a crash, man.
yeah.
Like, if
sure,
you don't
but
have any kind of asset, it's gonna be.
it'd be tough. So all
I feel
right.
like every time Phil comes on, our listeners
I
get
get
smarter.
depressed.
And that's
Yeah.
the thing. That's what rich people figured out. Is they buy shit. That's why they buy expensive
Assets.
art.
Yeah.
You know,
Art,
art's a fucking
certain
asset.
cars.
Would you buy gold?
There's actually, yeah, I buy gold.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shit, Phil. You got money everywhere,
I
dog.
got-
So let's stick them up.
It's all about assets.
Dude, no, I'm gonna get into this Bitcoin thing
Even
now.
Can you
just
imagine if
finally,
Dave tried to
Even
rob
just,
Phil?
like, if you're like,
I would-
I can lose $100 this month. Fuck it, I'll try to buy. Just
Dude, I have a little bit. I've been
Like, don't-
looking
if
for
you've
something
got-
to invest in.
if
Let me
you've
put
got
it that way.
$5,000 sitting around. Don't just go buy
How much
$5,000
would
worth
you-
that one.
Well, then how much
setting.
would you invest in some
Like
Bitcoin right
five
now?
It depends on. Yeah, it depends on
5% of what?
Like,
$5,000.
if you
Oh.
need that money and you're expecting it to go up so that
like
you
quick?
can.
No, I could. What if I
you know,
can
if
sit on
it's
it?
the long term, then
Yeah.
as much as you feel comfortable with, you know,
Okay.
like
5%'s a safe number.
yeah, if you put 5% of your net worth, whatever you make, into it, like you're not gonna, your
Yeah.
life isn't destroyed
And
if
earlier,
it goes down.
what you said, like 1%, like on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
Like if you put 1% of your income every week into it,
Yeah.
that would add up.
Cut back on a couple beers a week or something that can.
Right.
This is Dave.
But
But Dave's also capable of saving money.
Yeah.
So you'll just save that much less money.
yeah,
But you'll
but
be putting it into something else.
yeah, and the thing is, I'm thinking down the line, like when shit does get bad, I want to be able to fund being able to go on the road still with comedy and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I always think
Should
about
buy a
that.
minivan.
How am I gonna? I mean, I can find them cheap in Georgia, dude.
You can find them cheap everywhere. That's the beauty of the minivan.
Well, that's
Brian's
beautiful.
a connoisseur.
Yeah. Speaking of, dude,
I know more than most single men know about minivans.
I'm fucking. I'm trying to make my trip to Georgia productive. Like I already hit up this comedy group in Amarillo.
By morning?
What?
No.
I don't get that reference.
Amarillo by morning. Sorry.
You got a good voice, bro. You should
Thanks.
start singing.
Yeah, but my
dude,
voice is
better
only
than
good for music I hate.
We
That's the
could-
problem.
we could have always been country singers.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's sell it out. That's playing
Yeah.
F. Fucking
titties and
Do it,
beer.
bro.
Yeah, dude.
Tell jokes in that voice.
Rodney Carrington did it. Yeah. He's my inspiration.
But
I like my women like I like my chicken. A little
Yeah,
bit of
keep
fat on
going.
the end.
keep going.
Not too fat. Oh, I can't remember now.
Not too big.
No, not too big, not too little, just enough to make me grin. When I see a
Yeah.
little woman walk down the street, she ain't my type, she don't got enough meat, she's skinny. Not my cup of tea.
Damn, I thought you were gonna say the N-word anytime.
We'll save that for you and Elliot.
I don't say that word.
That's good.
But anyway, I hit this group up, this comedy group that run this comedy club in Amarillo.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, thanks for hitting us up. We'll get back to you. Because I hit them up about like
Standard.
doing like a open mic on Thursday or Friday the 4th of December or whatever. And then I hit up Joey Johnson. I got to hit up Daniel Magden still and see if they can get me an open mic maybe for the night after or get on a show at all. And then do you remember Chris Gillespie? The dude I went up against first in the first
I wasn't
competition.
in the scene yet. I've heard a lot though.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, you're friends with him now.
Yeah, but he does shows.
Does he know that?
in below. Yeah, I was talking to him today, fucking Pete. But just kidding. Just thought it'd be funny to call you Pete.
That's
Me?
what you were doing?
I was so confused.
Yeah, I
I
thought
was like,
it'd be
I thought
funny.
we were talking about somebody else.
I thought it
Who's
was
Pete?
Chris.
Who the fuck's Pete?
I was calling him Pete because his name's Phil, and I
Right.
thought it was funny
The
in my
delivery
head.
was shit.
I just all right,
kind of
I'm gonna
the
stop
same.
smoking. Anyway,
Anybody
Yeah,
in
it
Amarillo?
fucked me up too.
I know it got me stoned, dude. This weed is really good.
Thank you.
Man, good job. Anyway, so he's down in Biloxi, Mississippi. So like it would be an extra 3 hours out of my way to go down all the way that south. It's just closer to New Orleans.
3 hours one way or both ways?
Both. Well, no, one actually, because it's 3 hours. It would be 3 hours longer from Dallas to Biloxi, but then it's still from Biloxi or from
So you're adding
Jackson.
3 hours to the trip.
Just 3 hours, yeah.
Okay.
Like it's not that bad. He said they put out a tip bucket and they usually get $50 a night. And I'm still considering doing that because, like, especially if I
$50 total, I'm guessing.
yeah, I mean, I'm
yeah.
sure, but like, I don't
So
care.
everybody gets a free beer.
I wouldn't do it for the money, dude. I would just do it to perform in the start.
Of course, you
performing
wouldn't do it for the money because nobody wants to pay you, Dave.
That's the thing.
I don't do comedy for the
This-
money either
this-
because nobody's willing to give me money for it.
Okay, well, that's the thing. This guy,
I don't podcast for the money either.
this guy that I'm talking about in Biloxi, he fucking owns a fucking booking agency, and he said he texted me a couple weeks ago. He's like, since you're moving back to the South, hit me up when you get there, and you can register. You can like sign up to become one of our like paid, like
Sweet.
like they'll put you on tour
Yeah.
basically. I don't know how much I get paid, but I'll get paid a little bit, and I'll go on tour, and it'll probably be pretty brutal, mostly across the South. But he's been all over the country doing this shit, and now he has some power in the scene down
So
there.
how long traveling doing comedy in the South before you start saying the N-word? That's what I want to know.
I mean,
Depends on the room.
negative 15
Yeah,
years.
yesterday?
Yeah, negative 20 years.
I
Just kidding.
I just imagine probably gets a giggle from
Dude,
some
no,
rooms.
man.
And
I get along better with black people
I
than,
know.
than redneck white people.
I know. I
Like,
think you'd
the
need
problem
some tricks
is gonna
to get
be,
along with the redneck white people.
yeah.
And the N-word might be that trick. That's
Oh.
what I'm saying.
I see what you're saying. No, I'm gonna have to refrain from
Like me saying cocaine at the ranch, like I figured out it worked. You know what I mean? Like how
gonna-
long until that happens?
I'm gonna try that, dude. Like, just like come up with a random like what's that? Safe word that when I feel like I'm in trouble with the rednecks, I just say one word, and it just gets their attention, gets quiet, and then I could say anything after that, like you did with cocaine at the ranch. I just don't know what it is yet. I gotta figure it out. Cracker
Mopar.
Barrel,
Yeah. But
Waffle House.
see.
That sounds like something like you don't know what you're talking about.
No, it.
Like,
No,
they'll-
no.
No, they love
I'm,
the Cracker
they'll-
Barrel.
I'm from the
Yeah,
South,
yeah,
dude.
but-
Trust me.
But I
Yeah.
feel like
They
the
would
Waffle
know.
House will do just as good in a black room as it will in a redneck room.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I'm talking about rural.
chicken.
I'm talking about not a lot of chains. There's like a couple mom and pop restaurants
Yeah,
in
yeah.
town.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're
yeah.
gonna see that bullshit.
Yeah,
They
I
don't
see
have
what you
Cracker
mean.
Barrel.
Yeah,
Fancy
yeah,
city
yeah,
boy.
Yeah,
Fancy city boy.
yeah, yeah. You're talking about something that's not even located outside of, or it's only located outside the city.
Yeah.
Not the Waffle House is
No, you're at a bar.
interchangeable. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like
that's
you
more
read-
mainstream.
Yeah.
That's not down south.
Yeah, you read Sam Towns' book.
Yeah.
That's what I'm picturing. Like just random bars, crazy
but I gotta think of a good.
rednecks.
I gotta think of a safe word though. Give me a shotgun.
I'm telling you.
Shotgun.
I think, yeah. It's just a matter of time before you blurt out the N-word. It gets a big applause.
Flannel. No, that's not. That's your fucking. That's your method, dude.
I've done comedy for rednecks. I don't pull out the N-word. When I
I
knew
don't
it
need
would
to.
work.
I don't need to, dude. I'll just make fun of city folks, dude. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna act like they're the idiots, the
Yeah.
city folks. You
No,
know,
that's the
I'm
move.
gonna lie to them
Yeah.
because really, they're not.
All right, this whole segment, I was just trying to make you look like an asshole, and you kind of pulled out on top. I'm
Yeah, I
sorry
was like,
about
you guys
that.
are really fascinated with the N-word lately.
This just him, hey, dude. He's been fascinated with trying to make me look bad, dude. And I fucking I pull out on top.
But I
Every
could
time
totally
we
see
fuck.
Dave totally out of his element in a redneck bar in the middle of nowhere and just dropping an N-bomb, and it gets an applause, and he's like, this is it. This is my safe word.
It's my new
I'm
catchphrase.
the new Larry the Cable Guy.
Yeah, he got it done. Let's get it
N-word.
done, yeah.
And we're done.
Dave the Cracker Barrel.
Jesus.
That would be the phrase if I. But
Not bad.
I'm not gonna perform in the
I've been
South.
watching all the Chappelle show since it's been on Netflix.
Yeah.
Really.
It's hilarious.
It's so
but
funny.
it's like you cannot do I don't even think black people could do that show nowadays.
These days, oh
Not
hell
even
no.
It's
Chappelle.
just like it's
No.
That's why I went to Africa.
it's great.
That's not why you
It's
went
like
there.
times is changing.
That's not why.
That's why I
Dude,
quit the
yeah,
show.
it's
That's what I'm saying.
The nigga family is
Dude,
still
on
my
the third
favorite.
on the third family or on the third episode, yeah, I love that one, dude. Yeah, on the third episode, he
Billy's
was
still
he was
asleep.
like, I can't believe we're
One
still here.
lazy nigga.
Yeah, the funny thing is that there's no subtitles, so they can't see how they're spelling it when you say it like that. You know, it's but
You have
hey,
fantastic sound quality, luckily.
you need to put in some subtitles that spells it out the way Phil's actually saying it, so it doesn't make
Just
him look
during
bad.
that part?
Yeah, just
Just one word.
yeah.
See, I don't want to seem racist by typing it.
I don't even
I'll
want
not-
to. I don't even want to spell it.
I'm not worried about my career.
No.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're fucking crushing the fucking Bitcoin and Bitcoin,
Bitcoin.
Bitcoin and cryptocurrency game, and basically being a
I
stay-at-home
figured it
dad.
out. I'm not crushing it yet.
Well,
but
crushing it for
my portfolio might be worth $100,000 next year.
yeah, crushing
Pretty
it
stoked
for
about it.
us.
Nice.
You know, none of us are worth $100,000
Nope.
I'm not worth $100,000 right now.
next year.
Yeah.
Not
And I'm
looking
only
good
gonna-
for me.
I'm only
That's what
gonna-
I'm saying.
I'm only gonna pay myself like 20-30 of it.
There's nothing
put it all
in my
back.
mind that says next year I might be worth $100,000.
Yeah, me neither, dude. Hell
Like
no.
I'm gonna have $5,000 in savings just in case.
Yeah.
Just buy a little Bitcoin with
I'm
it.
gonna put a new engine in my truck,
Yeah, dude.
and that's rich to me, man. But
Yeah.
yeah, you're doing well. But the stay-at-home dad thing, like, how?
It's cool. It's hard.
Yeah. Do you get a lot of time to like jerk off? Or,
No.
like just be a man?
No. Not
Like when's the
really.
last time you had a good jerk off? That's what
This
I want.
morning.
This morning?
Oh yeah, I jerk off all the time, but just
Right.
not with her.
But was it?
Not when
I was
she's
gonna say,
around.
Brian,
would-
what do you think? You just like quit
No.
cold turkey?
I would hope that you don't do it with your daughter around.
No, I don't.
But yeah, I'm saying,
Dude,
when's
that's
the last
just
time you had
fucking
like a
weird that you would even bring that up.
Oh, I've
dude.
thought about it.
really?
That's even weirder.
Just like, this is probably not a good idea.
Yeah, that's.
Is it
gross.
weird to have sex in front of her then?
Not as weird as jerking off.
Yeah, you're right.
Agreed.
That's
That's how she got
That's why I
there.
chose not to.
I feel
That's
more
how
weird
she-
jerking off in front of my dogs than
Yeah.
having sex in front of them. So,
And like,
yeah.
and like, here you go, girl. Here's your brother and sister in the trash can.
No, yeah.
Jerking
Well, that's
off,
why I
at
chose
least-
not to.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
good choice.
Because I would have felt really weird.
That would
are you
be
wearing
hilarious.
condoms again?
No.
Like, has this baby changed? Like, are you guys worried
No,
about it? Or
she's
are you
got-
just super aware
She's
of
got
your,
one of those IUD
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
copper things.
Fancy.
Yeah.
LED IUD.
Yeah.
Does it shine bright?
No.
No.
Never. I've never seen that. The batteries might be out.
When's the last time you used a condom?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
It's been a very long
Were you
time.
ever like a man
Over 10
whore?
years? Yes.
Really?
I was.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just like fucking a lot.
Yep.
Just always had a condom in your pocket.
No.
Never.
Just
Sometimes.
there might be some Daves out there.
No.
No,
I don't think so. I know most of the girls.
that's good.
Some of them haven't talked to in a long time, but I
You
still
keep up with a few of them.
I mean, I just friends, I guess.
Yeah.
And no, there's probably a lot that weren't friends. Yeah, I hope there's no Daves out there.
Yeah.
I should.
Me too.
I don't think there are. At least nobody's hit me up yet, so I'm in the clear. So as far as I know, I got
conscience is
nothing.
clean.
Yep. So is my dick. Somehow I made it out
Attaboy.
unscathed.
Never
Never.
a scare.
Yeah.
Nice. You,
Yeah.
Phil, ever a scare?
Oh yeah, not recently.
Not pregnancy. I'm saying
Oh.
like STDs.
No, not really. Like been kind of sketched out about it. She's
Yeah.
like, she wasn't the cleanest person in the world, but
Yeah. There was one
there's
time.
never been anything red or that actually scared me to go get tested.
So you've never been tested?
No swollen testes.
Mm-mm.
No burning clam.
I'm
Yeah.
glad I made it past the mandatory dick swab era of
For
STD
sure.
testing.
Yeah, that sounds horrible.
They were just like, piss in a cup. I was like, okay.
Wow.
You guys don't test for drugs?
You were just
No?
in tears on the way in there. It's like, I don't want to get a Q-tip in my dick.
No, I asked a few people.
Yeah.
That's how they used to do it.
Evan
Yeah.
met a friend met a girl. Evan met a girl with an IUD.
It's like you
so-
can beep it out, but now you got to do
Yeah,
it twice.
I'm not doing it.
Stambler.
Yeah, but he met a girl with an IUD, so they went and got tested so they could fuck without condoms, and they did, and both of them were clean. And I asked him, I was like, was it a swab? Because he told me this story right after I hooked up with the sketchy chick. So it was like fate. Like just
Yeah.
crossing paths. He was like, I got tested for an STD today. It's like, I was thinking about doing that. It's like, was it a swab? Or he's like, no, dude, I just pissed in a cup. I was like,
Oh, thank
okay.
God.
And then I whistled my way down there.
Yeah.
It's probably a false negative.
So actually, I made an appointment, and
Herpes can
I
take
was
a
like-
while to flare up.
yeah,
Comes and goes too.
that's
Sounds
what I hear.
horrible.
But I
Oof.
made an appointment, and then I was like, yeah, I'm kind of trying to rush this. Like, so if you get any available appointments, call me, right? And then like the next day, a friend had cocaine, so I did some cocaine, and then like serendipitously, I got a call. They're like, hey, we have a spot in 30 minutes if you can make it. And I was like, well, I'm going to be driving home anyway. Not even thinking about the fact they're going to be taking my blood pressure. Because the super hot nurse chick was like,
Raise
you're
it up
going
a
to
little
die,
bit.
dude. She was like, do you need to come back in? Like, is there any reason?
I'm having a panic attack.
Yeah, I was just like, I don't know. Doctors make me nervous.
I ran here.
But I
Why
was
didn't you
like,
just tell her? She's a doctor. Oh, I just did
she
some
was a
cocaine.
nurse.
So what? She ain't gonna arrest
She
you.
was also kind of hot. I was kind of.
She probably wanted some, dude.
Kind of trying to bang her.
She
Yeah, the
probably wanted
cocaine
some
might have
coke.
helped.
Yeah, dude, you
True.
probably would have had a chance.
I don't think I had any more on me. That
You could get it though, cause
It's a classy white people drug.
Yeah, dude, that's what nurses and
nurses
doctors
and
do.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, and also
And
Betsy worked
They
there.
also steal pharmaceuticals.
Betsy?
And she already knew I knew Betsy, so I wasn't trying to be like, yeah, so I'm doing hard drugs today.
Yeah. I'm usually not like, yeah, I do cocaine,
saying,
doctor.
Caught me on an off day.
I don't know. I've been to so many doctors because of drug.
Right.
What
Like
about when you
drug
got your
issues.
COVID test?
They didn't ask me shit.
Right.
Oh, you mean after I left
Huh?
this place?
It's like,
Yeah.
you have a
Yeah.
seviated
Dude,
septum, sir.
I do have a deviated septum. It's not a seviated septum.
I know.
Okay,
Phil's dyslexic. Don't
yeah.
pick on him.
that's cool.
Thanks, man.
I'm not going
Piece
to.
of shit.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
Your face might be blocked out by the stand. I don't know. Just so you know.
But no, what's it called? Yeah, I didn't know. Like, I thought it was gonna be like a mouth swab. And yeah,
So he's
I
here
did-
sucking dick all night.
yeah, dude. Had a whole lot of fucking cock
Just
in my nose.
Semen in his nose.
Just cock in my nose all night, and then
It's
Get-
just white and bloody. Just like,
dude,
oh, God.
I saw it though. It wasn't. I don't know how.
Ooh, thank you.
It must have been some good cock because that shit was not stuck up in there, dude. Usually when I get some cock, it sticks there for a night or two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this was clean. So
Yeah, and I was snorting.
got lucky.
When I was snorting a lot of pills, it'd be like just nasty. I would have to
Oh
do
well,
the
especially when you had the
sinus wrenches all
fucking
the time.
case
Really?
on the edge.
Yeah, we would, for the most
Take
part,
it off,
get it
yeah.
off. But I can still taste and smell
So what
like
do you guys
the taste of Xanax.
What do you
Yeah,
miss
me
It's like
too.
most about
sweet
drugs?
and like,
What do you miss most about drugs?
Man, when he said taste of Xanax, I mean, like the taste and the smells.
Did a
like,
song
I still,
start playing in your
No,
head?
like-
No, but I still, it made me like I remember specifically the smell and taste
my
of heroin.
my biggest thing with drugs was I was able to regulate my mood no matter what. Like I could make myself happy.
Just a little pill.
Like instead, if I was like just if I was
Or part
having
of
a bad
pill.
day
Yeah.
or like I didn't have to face my emotions. I was able to just like I can be happy no matter what because I can take this pill.
See, I think it started off that way for me too. Eventually, it became like the thing that made me happy about it was that it made me feel like a normal human because I'd wake up withdrawing my guts out every fucking morning, and
Did
then
you experience that?
Not really. Maybe like a little bit of withdrawals, but I stopped before I started getting
Stopped
too
before
far.
heroin.
yeah,
When
I
we
got-
couldn't find pills anymore and everybody was just doing heroin, smoking.
That's when
it
you
and shit.
stopped?
And I smoked heroin one time and was like, nope, I'm done.
yeah. See, I never really smoked it, but I don't
And
think
I'm
it would have mattered.
fucking terrified of needles.
Did you shoot it?
There's no way I could.
Oh
fucking,
yeah, dude. But I didn't. I used to always say I wasn't gonna. I always said I'd never shoot up, and so I just sniffed it for a couple years, and then I remember exactly where I was. The exact parking lot. I could show you in Atlanta if we were ever there together. I know the exact parking lot, the exact parking spot where I shot up for the first time, dude.
Wow.
And I kind of never went back after that
Yeah.
because it just wasn't. Nothing was comparable
No, I
to
could.
that.
I had the door open to addiction, and I was like
I'm
halfway.
so glad
in
you
between,
didn't do it.
You know,
dude.
like
yeah,
there was
the
where I
chances
was
of-
like, okay, my day is not gonna be good unless I can find more
yeah,
anything, fucking anything that I can put in my nose or eat.
yeah. Dude,
And then eventually,
you
yeah.
dodged a huge bullet, man. I'm glad you didn't do it. It's a very low survival rate.
It just didn't seem. I luckily have a
sucks.
pretty strong mind, and I'm fairly disciplined.
Yeah, that's good.
You are a voice of reason.
And it's
To me,
I've
and if you
done
could be that to
research about it
yourself-
before I really even started getting into drugs. Like I just started researching everything and was
Oh,
like, "Oh,
yeah.
this is the safe dose that I can take." And
Right.
I was always like pretty.
And that's Phil's the main reason I probably tried psychedelics because he was like, I did all this research, dude. If we do a gram of mushrooms, like,
That's awesome. That's like a
We'll be
safety
fine.
blanket, just
Yeah.
knowing that info.
yeah. And then we always started super low, get some new acid, and it's like, let's take half a hit.
See, me and my friends
You
would be
know?
like, let's just take an eighth each, you know, and like, it's
I
just
believe that.
Like I'll
way-
take 3 hits. I don't know the strength of it. It
Ugh.
might be doubled or it might
Yeah.
be nothing.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's
That's
just
like a
go for
safety
it.
blanket, that info that you
That's
had
how
from your
people
research.
jump off roofs.
We would like sometimes get acid planning for a trip like 2 weeks in advance and take half a hit the week before and just kind of see how it was so you can gauge like, oh,
Yeah.
next week when we're
Yeah.
at this festival, we can take this much and be
Right.
cool.
That being said, we did take 3 hits at a music festival
Yeah,
once.
we
and
definitely
that
pushed
seems
the
like a
limit
lot
a few
for a
but
times.
that's how we learned.
Yeah.
And luckily, we didn't really peak until the music stopped, which was weirder. Because then we had to navigate our way home. We didn't have a ride.
Yeah.
It was a whole
Whoa.
thing. But we bumped
How'd you-
into a
wait.
friend from
Oh, okay.
Farmington at the bottom of the parking lot. Everybody was like,
where was
go.
the where
go
was
to
the
the Trading
festival? How
Post.
far from the
It-
Farmington?
It was at Red Rocks.
It was at Red Rock.
That's a long ways from Farmington.
That's why it was crazy that we found
That
it.
is
and like
insane. Yeah.
found like because there was a huge line of people for taxis, and we were gonna have
We
to
would've
stay
been
there
there
for
for-
hours.
What is that?
And we
like
would have had fun.
9
Yeah.
hours or something like that, or 8
To
hours?
Red Rocks?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Like
Denver.
7, 8. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Denver. Yeah. But from Farmington though, so
Yeah,
that's
7,
an extra
8.
hour.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
depending, yeah.
But
which way
Wow.
you go.
yeah, so our ride leaves, and we're just about to peak on our 3rd hit.
Never been to Red Rocks.
Never been to Red Rocks. This
So I
is
didn't realize that the trading post was down here.
Yeah, we
and
did-
we left the
we didn't know
exit
how the
up
parking
here.
lot worked.
Oh man.
So we walked by all the VIP like party buses, and
was
everybody's
cool.
like, "Go to the trading post." We're like, "We're looking for a cab." Like tripping balls, dude.
I remember thinking to myself like, God damn, there better be something good at the fucking trading post. And we get down there and Justin turns around, like we see dreadlocks, and we're like, I know those dreadlocks. He turns around, like,
Yeah.
Justin,
literally above his head, the trading post.
Yeah.
And he was just like,
They were
"Hey,
right.
guys, you need a ride?" And we were like, "Yeah,
Dude, how did those VIP bus people know to go to the trading post?
Well, that's where the cabs were.
That's
Yeah, they just knew
hilarious.
that
was
I
the
know,
bottom of
but
the
it
parking
seems
lot.
like a trippy movie, dude.
it was
like,
so trippy.
dude, just
at
go
the
to the
time.
trading
way-
post. Trust me. And then
the-
you get there and
yeah.
you find a ride 8 hours
Not
home.
only a ride, like a trustworthy friend, like a fellow psychonaut. Like
it's fucking wild, dude.
he was tripping balls. Our driver was on 2 hits of acid. It was wild.
You could make a really good 5-minute, like really trippy video of that.
yeah,
And
and I
that'd
bet
be
we
hu-
could
Remember
recreate
we
it
had-
at any rate.
We
It'd
had
be hilarious.
such a hard time trying to find our hotel because it was all the way on Federal in Denver.
Oh, shit.
I didn't really think about where Red Rocks was, so we just got a hotel.
It's
and
in
it was, like,
Morrison. Yeah.
fucking way far away.
Yeah, it's
That
like
wasn't
30
close.
minutes.
It was
It's
so
30
far
minutes.
away.
Yeah.
And yeah, we were
but
like
our
trying to,
driver's on 2 hits of acid.
yeah, so he's like he's driving down the interstate trying to put the fucking hotel into
Yeah.
the GPS. Quill's sitting on my lap. She has fucking drugs in her bra, like
Mike's-
a lot of drugs.
Mike's freaking out.
Yeah, this is Mike's first like big experience in life.
Who's Mike? The driver?
he
Our
was
old
our old
roommate.
roommate.
Wait, but he's the driver
No.
too?
No, he was just our friend.
But he was okay.
He
so
was
there's
walking
5
with
of
us
y'all?
to
Yeah.
the trading post.
Five
Five
of
of us
y'all
in
in
this
the
little
four-seater?
Honda
No,
Civic.
there's 6 of us in the Honda Civic.
yeah,
2
yeah.
in the front, 4 in the back.
Oh my
Coel's
god.
on Phil's lap. Yeah, Mike is like, because he was like, "Hey man, are you good to drive?" And he was like, "Yeah, man,
I'm only
just
on a couple hits. I'm cool. His eyes were just like,
And Mike, me and Brian were like, "Yeah, fuck yeah." Mike is like,
And you had to
I don't
get-
think this is a good idea,
So
guys.
all right, so you
He
had
was
to go,
right.
You had to get
It was
from
a bad idea.
you had to get from Red Rocks to Denver for
To
the night.
On Federal, yeah, that's where our
Okay,
hotel
our
was.
but
hotel,
then
yeah.
the next day you were gonna drive home.
Yeah.
No,
Oh.
next day we
No.
went to the
Oh,
aquarium.
yeah. We went to the
Were you
aquarium.
Were you
Oh,
still
yeah.
high?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
Dude, we took our 3rd hit at like 1
1
a.m.
o'clock in
Like,
the morning.
You're still tripping balls.
Oh,
yeah, I saw a dead little girl run up the side of the
Oh, yeah,
shed
we
at
were
the
go-
motel.
We were
so-
walking to the continental breakfast, and Brian just goes, "Did you see that dead little girl? That little dead girl run up the
Oh my
the
god.
drain pipe right there?" I was like, "Dude, that was a squirrel."
Dude.
Yeah, we were still tripping.
Oh my god.
Because it was fucking dubstep
Oh,
and
you
electronic
show
music
yourself.
all night long. And so we get to the breakfast way too early because
like
we've
an
just
hour
been
early.
fucking spun out of our minds
Yeah.
sitting in the hotel room,
Oh my
listening
god.
listening to music and watching TV on mute.
Yeah.
Remember that? There was
The
like an
nuns
old
playing the piano.
yeah, it was like an
So
old
what-
lady on it. It was like a Muppet show.
Uh-huh.
And this dubstep drop hit, and she hits the piano at the same time. We're all like, "Oh my god!"
That's the best thing ever.
Frying
So
so
did
hard.
the driver just stay with you guys?
No, they left.
They
They
hung
came
out
in
for an
and
hour.
smoked a bowl
But
with
did
us.
they get
and-
you back to
Yeah.
Farmington?
No.
No, they
We
got
had
us-
our own cars.
No,
It was
we
just
at
made
the
it-
hotel.
We made it to Red Rocks on our own.
But
I
we
thought
went-
you had
we
to
went
get
with
to
another.
Farmington
No.
from Red
No,
Rocks.
we
Okay.
went with another group from our hotel, and then
Gotcha.
she got sick or something and had to leave early.
Okay.
And
we
we
were
were like,
on
"Fuck
too much
it,
ecstasy.
we'll get."
Okay,
Yeah, they took
so
way too
money
much.
on it.
worst case scenario, you could attack. You just would have
Yeah,
taxied
it was
it.
just
That was our point.
crazy
Get a
that we
taxi
met
to the
this
hotel.
guy.
But that's cool that you saw someone from your hometown.
He had a ride.
And he had a ride. Yeah.
And a homie.
Yeah.
You know, like
I would have been so paranoid though. I actually probably not if I was tripping. But you know,
we were candy
we were
flipping,
past the point of
basically.
trying.
I was.
We
dude,
were
I've
past
been
the
there
point of
too.
taking control. Like 3 hits of acid and Molly.
Yeah.
We were
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah.
if you think you can drive, let's go.
But, yeah, I know the feeling.
Yeah.
Dude, I took some I smoked some DMT last week.
Really?
Yeah,
I want to do that.
it
that
was
fun?
awesome.
Is it
Huh?
good?
Yeah, it was really good, dude. I smoked some maybe in February of this year or January, and it had a lot heavier of an effect on me back like then. I had a stronger trip, but it was
It
still
all
really.
just depends on how they extract it.
It
and
was
how many
still really
more
good.
alkaloids are in there.
And I was gonna show you, like outside my front door, there's been this like roll of metal on that metal trash can, and I walked outside tripping on DMT, and I saw Gumby flailing right there, dude. It looked like straight up Gumby.
So I saw a dead little girl. You saw Gumby.
I saw Gumby. Yeah, that's what made me think to
That's
it.
why Brian doesn't like scary movies.
That's exactly why Brian doesn't like scary.
Because he saw a little dead girl.
That's
Dead
not
girl.
only. I've
The
seen,
Ring. Have you seen The Ring?
Yes, that's the dead little girl I saw. That's the one I saw.
climbing up a fucking
Climbed up the side of a hotel. fucking office.
Still having nightmares from that movie,
Dude, I don't
fucking
I don't fuck with
7
scary
pound
movies
squirrel.
because I've been on heavy psychedelic doses in the woods.
I see fun shit when I'm tripping, dude. I'm very knock on wood.
Depends on
lucky.
the mood.
Have you ever been on a couple hits of acid in the woods? No.
I don't think so.
All right, at night.
I wouldn't
around
do
a
that to
campfire.
myself, dude.
Yeah, everybody's
oh, no,
camping.
I have.
It's fine.
I
and
have.
then and it's all good until you go take a piss by yourself. That's when the fucked up shit
Dude, I
happens.
took a
Giant
hit.
monster.
Me, Cat,
Porcupine.
me, Cat, and my homeboy Ricky. We drove out to Seaside, Oregon, and at the base of this hike where what do they call it? Lewis and Clark first saw the Pacific Ocean, and we took a hit of acid at the bottom, and then we hiked to the top. And at the top they had like these people made just like these like man-made, just like small cabins with like 4 like bunks in them at the top, like
a
so
hostel?
Kind of, but
Just
like it's just
anybody can use.
them.
Yeah,
They say
like
if
a
you
hostel.
use some water, I've never been to a hostel. I really don't fucking know. But there's this thing that said like, you know,
It's less regulated.
If you use water, replace it. You
Right.
know, like if you take $1, leave $1 type of thing.
Right.
But and then you can just use the fucking campsite. Nobody else was up there but us. We made a fire. And I don't
Created
know.
a fire.
We created fire.
Yeah,
We
dude.
created fire.
From nothing.
That's how
Hey,
it feels when you're on acid.
yeah,
For sure.
that's exactly
Dude,
right.
every time I camp on acid,
Dude,
I'm like,
there
this
was
is where
like-
we came
God,
from.
there was like nothing there, and then
Yeah, you
there was
created
a fire, dude.
Yeah, I
Like,
get it.
it was fucking
I
cool.
do that every day in my wood stove.
It was awesome, dude.
I create
It's like
fire
those
all the time.
burgers.
But
that
yeah,
we
so
cooked.
I have tripped on acid in the woods, but not a couple hits. It was one hit.
But you did it once.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
the
hiked. Like we had to hike a half mile to get there. And I'm
okay, now I believe the story. Because you were like,
No,
we hiked to the top of this trailhead.
No, it was probably a half a mile to
Okay.
a mile. I think it might have been a whole mile. Like that's
You
a
were
lot.
spent.
But we were walking like it was a pretty good incline, dude. Cat can attest, dude.
Every
She'll-
time I'd think about telling Dave about Piedra Hot Springs, I'm like, it's a mile hike in and out. You know?
No, dude, yeah. I can do that, believe it or
I
not.
did it on acid.
I just don't
It was
want
awesome.
to. Yeah, I fucking saw Lewis and Clark on acid.
There you go.
Not really. I just
Second
hiked
your way
their
there?
same hike.
I gotta piss.
Me
All right.
too.
Okay.
Let's take a piss break. I should
Piss
probably delete
break.
something off my computer too.
The N-word.
Two clicks.
Does it still just randomly decide?
Yeah, on piss breaks, it just decides how many clicks it wants to give you next time. I've gone through the settings.
So why'd you
Okay.
take off your hat?
Because I didn't realize that it was the see-throughness of it.
There's no
Would,
see-through. Dude,
Did
put
it make
on.
everything else blue? in
No,
the
I
room?
felt fine.
Huh.
You should put it on because I thought it looked really good.
I mean, I'll put it on just real quick for you guys.
It's not bad.
God, you look like a fucking idiot, dude.
If
Wow.
only I gave a shit what David Oakley
You
thought
look
about
like
it.
a fucking alien elf. You look like a fucking, what are they called?
I don't know. Avatar? No? Okay.
Yeah,
Well-
kind of like you look like an evil avatar for sure. But what are those blue things
I
called?
don't see it.
Shrimps?
Shrimp? Smurfs?
Smurfs. Yeah, dude. You look like a gay Smurf.
Yeah.
I feel like a gay Smurf. That's where I live.
You go in and
Hey.
you buy Sudafed for meth makers.
Yeah, it's called.
Is that what I look like?
Uh-huh.
I look like
They're
a
also
It's called blue meth.
You're just
You definitely look
Buy
like you
it
sell it. Yeah.
every
like
single Sudafed
you
on
sell
the
it to
aisle.
like high schoolers.
so my picture
This is basically meth.
my picture is posted at pharmacies.
Yeah, and
That's
you use
what I
like
look
an
like.
old school cash
Kids,
register.
Avoid this man.
Ching.
Well, I liked it. I liked it before the whole blue glow on my face.
Most pedophile hat you could own, dude.
There's probably more.
I mean, dude.
Kentucky Cold Snacks.
if
That's
you
a party hat.
if you
Imagine
go,
Drew Mitchell with the mustache wearing that hat.
oh yeah,
That's
if
pretty
he's at like
petty.
a playground by himself, just swinging.
well,
by
Drew
himself.
Mitchell at a playground by himself is always kind of a concern.
Dude, he works by himself.
At home? Yeah.
Yeah, but his home
Not
is right next to a playground.
It is
Like to
very
swing
close to a
sometimes.
very
playground.
close to a playground.
It is super close to a playground.
Like he just sits out there doing software engineering. And
The
he
red dot is almost in the playground. That's
the
how
red
close.
dot.
Yeah,
Yeah, the pedophile dot.
Oh yeah, the PD.
registered. Have you ever looked at those? In
No,
Durango? It's
no,
like
not in Durango.
somebody probably right next to you, like within walking
Are you
distance.
talking about yourself,
Yeah,
bro?
1 out of 3 people is a pedophile.
Okay.
My money's on Dave.
For sure.
Really?
No.
Yeah, we should take a poll.
Okay, let's take a poll.
I hope none.
Callers,
I hope
call in.
nobody thinks that we're pedophiles.
I don't think
I'm the only
so.
one with a kid.
That's true.
So that gives you 100% more chances than us.
Yeah, no. I don't think so.
I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Who does?
Let's just laugh.
Why'd you bring it up, Ryan?
I don't think I did.
I think I did.
It's like
No,
that
I do not jerk off in front of her.
pedophilia doesn't sound like me to bring up.
It is weird having sex in front of her too. It's usually when she's asleep, but
Is she
still,
in the crib
every
at
time.
least?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, she's in bed with us. We put a blanket over her. We just put a blanket over her face so she can't see.
Whether she's asleep or awake or whatever.
Oh god. Slaps your balls. Oh,
no,
God.
she's in her little crib, but it is weird. And every time we
Does she
try,
peek
she's
over
like,
it? Like,
yeah, she stays awake. Whenever we're not trying, she falls right asleep. But anytime you try to have sex, she's hey.
that's when you ignore her and you fart in her face.
So that's the thing. Like,
Just push her into the dog room.
Put a
No.
turtle in her crib.
I don't think that's gonna help.
Might
Maybe
give
put
her a
her in
friend,
a turtle
dude.
tank.
Might get- that kills her, dude.
No, she's,
My
she's
si-
getting pretty tall. She might be able to.
How tall is she?
She's like 24 inches,
All right. The water's how deep?
probably more.
More than that.
Well, I'm not gonna put my kid in the turtle tank.
Well, then
I'm just trying
that's
to be
good.
funny.
you are. Glad you're here.
It's been a while.
Oh.
Dude, it's
I
been a
felt
while.
nervous at first.
Last pod was good. Was a good one too.
15 weeks ago.
Was it?
Wow.
Who's been counting?
That was episode 100. This is episode 115, so it's pretty easy to figure out.
Okay. Well,
makes
for a
sense.
while there, like when we were doing, for a while there, man, when we when we were doing the quarantine ones, we were doing sometimes 2 or 3 a week.
Yeah,
Depending
I was
how
a little
bored
restless.
we were bored though.
Yeah.
Like we had nothing else to fucking do,
It's true.
and it was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. Definitely saw like an increase in numbers at first, and then people were like, "This is a lot of you fucking idiots."
One a week for like an hour and a half is good.
Agreed.
This one could be longer because this is the last time we'll all three
The
be here
return of
together.
the cheese.
Forever.
Return of the cheese too. No, not
You're
forever.
never coming back.
No, I mean I was
He's
telling
not allowed back after this. That was actually part of the stipulations. We could do it on Zoom, or you can come back for one last episode.
Fuck yeah, dude. I don't have to come over here anymore.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
That's your severance package.
You were my fucking exposure. You're the reason I don't get to work, Dave. Son of a bitch. Being
Dude,
reckless with
you
your
told
life.
me, Mitch, how are you? Whoever listens, Brian told me he did not want to work. He wanted any reason to be off work.
So me and Dave made out.
And it
then
didn't
we
work.
found out he might have
That-
been exposed.
Yeah, and then I turned out negative, so we made out for no reason.
And then Phil joined in just because it was hot.
Can't leave me out.
Hell
worry
no,
about it.
dude.
Good circle
You
jerk.
got that Gouda dick cheese or something, whatever.
That,
that Gouda dick cheese,
Doesn't
man.
sound good that way.
that could be a rap song, though. I got that
Okay.
Gouda dick cheese. That's a rap song for sure.
Gouda dick cheese
Good
in
tones.
the fucking mouth.
See, then you lost me again.
My balls do get kind of a Gouda smell to them after a while.
Dude, my balls are good
And
and
they're like,
long.
it's okay to smell, you know? Like, it's not bad.
You smell them?
Oh, of course.
Well,
I
you gotta.
do too. I do
That's
too.
how you
For
judge
sure.
if you need to take a shower or not. Just smell your balls.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
you're
that's
like,
fantastic. I should shower.
Dude, you know you get the longer your balls get, the more they smell like shit.
yeah,
Dude,
because they start touching your
they
asshole
get closer to the hole, dude.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I'm getting old.
Have
I'm
your
lear-
balls got longer since?
dude?
Really?
Yeah, this year, I've probably like sat on them once or twice. I've rolled over on them on the bed.
Honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, I have kind of squished my balls more recently than I ever have in my life.
See, it's been a minute for me, and I feel like I'm jinxing myself right now.
You're gonna roll over and scream in the morning.
They're gonna get a lot longer.
Dude, I've
Don't
rolled
worry.
over on my balls so many times. Mostly like going for the alarm clock to shut it up. I'm like, oh, like.
Yeah, fuck all that. Well, I mean, dude, I'm 34, and it's this year that it started happening, dude.
Good to know.
Longer. I mean, not long, but longer. And definitely it's...
Do you mark them on your leg?
Yeah, of course. Tattoo
Let's
it.
go to a tattoo shop every month.
other week, yeah. Sometimes
once a year.
Sometimes once a year.
I feel like once a year.
Yeah, once a month's going to be a lot. It's just going to keep going over the same spot. It just keeps getting a little longer.
It's like,
it's a bar, not lines.
It's like, man, we could have done this all at once. It made it a lot fucking easier.
it's got a big line down your thigh.
And bullish engulfing candlestick. Bitcoin joke.
We all got it, Phil. We all
Classic
got it.
Bitcoin joke.
Yeah, we all got it. Yeah, even this guy got it.
You like the little alien, Phil?
I think I've seen him before.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only been there for years.
Not years, but
been
Dave doesn't understand time.
Not really.
I don't know math.
Because 2 years ago to me seems like March.
Dave's the only reason I have that fucking calendar up
I
there
need
just
it.
to keep
I
him
need
in
the
check.
paper,
Once
yeah.
a week, he's like,
holy fuck, it's November?
yeah.
I don't know how else I'd remember.
I get that way with the days. Like just being at home all the time.
Yeah.
Watching
Yeah,
Blend
this
Together
whole
Kid.
fun quarantine. I mean, I'm accomplishing a lot. Like
what? What are you doing? What
the
are you
house
doing?
is
Talk
fucking
about it.
beautiful.
What else?
Been cleaning up the wood
What else
pile.
you
Just
doing?
got my year's supply of firewood. You know, just fucking handling business around the house. But it's, yeah.
What
I'm
else?
losing track of time. And before I got my results, I was like trying not to go to the store. You know, after
Well, has this getting dark at 5:30
Oh, it fucking
fucked you
sucks,
up?
man.
Yeah,
I hate it. I can't do anything outside.
I don't mind
oh
it.
yeah, because
I
all
don't-
gets off and it's dark.
It's like
Yeah.
4 and I can go outside for
What time does she get off work?
depends on the day. She goes
4 to
in
6.
Does she work like those day shifts though?
for
She
the
doesn't
most
work
part,
nights?
but it's all with the fucking COVID and
Are
employees.
they not shut down yet?
They're doing takeout only.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I went there the other day.
Yeah.
Take out only.
Which is, I mean, it's
No, it's intelligent.
It's okay. You know, it's good for business, and you don't have as many assholes coming in. There was like people.
But assholes bring money.
Yeah, but every day people would come in and just give her shit about her offering them a mask. Like, here's a mask for you.
Yeah.
I need to have you wear a mask. And I'm like,
Oh
you're
yeah.
fucking taking away my rights.
See, and I
Well,
went there.
that's how you eat here.
I went
like,
there
well-
on my motorcycle and forgot a mask one day. I called from outside and was like, "Hey, I forgot a mask. Do you guys have one for me?" Like,
Yeah.
they were like, "Totally." And
Yeah.
I was like, "Do you want me to come in without a mask, or are you gonna bring it out?" Like, that's where my mindset
That's
is at. I'm not
respectful.
trying to put any business at risk because these
assholes
this
that
is jobs.
complain
dude.
about it, man, they look at it like we're taking away their rights. What we're doing is fucking doing
trying to
what
stay open.
we're doing what we can to stay open as a business. You complain about the economy being closed, and then you complain when we do what we have to do to keep the economy open. It's just like some people there's no winning with, and it's fucking annoying, man. And like we tell them straight up, we don't need your business. You can leave. Like I've heard my manager say that to somebody. Like
too.
you
Yeah.
can leave. Like we don't like we're not doing this for our own good. We're not doing it to be dicks. We're doing it because it's the healthiest option. We're trying to keep the fucking COVID down to a minimum, and we're doing what we have to do. And if you got a problem with that, just get the fuck out.
Yeah,
I'm so glad my managers will say that.
kitchen managers more than once be like, if they don't want to wear a mask, tell them to get out. Like,
Well, for sure.
Yeah.
And I've seen
not
like,
just
I'm not
you
gonna,
can leave.
I'm
Tell them
not
to get the fuck out.
I'm
Like,
not going to mention any names,
Yeah.
of course, but front of the house managers, I know for a fact have said that to a couple customers more than once. I mean, and I don't think they would even get in trouble if their names were revealed. It just doesn't need to be said. But
Never.
I mean, because we're literally following the guidelines that our governor gave us. I mean, fuck. I mean, if
Biggest restaurant in town. Definitely the most eyes on it.
oh yeah, dude. So I don't know, but
yeah.
we are.
Do you wish you got it?
No.
Like, we wouldn't be doing this podcast
No.
right now.
No.
But don't you wish you could just get it over with? You're
No.
off work for 2 fucking weeks.
I'm
You
not
think
gonna-
you're going to make it
I'm not
through
gonna,
all this with never getting it?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd rather just get it and get it over with. My
Yeah.
mom,
Well,
who
I'm not
has
a
my mom who has MS and has
Yeah.
a very, very weak immune system, got it and was fine.
Really? Well, I've heard it's
She was
pretty.
the only one that I was really, really worried about getting.
Of course, yeah.
And it wasn't fun. She said it was like she was swallowing glass every day,
Oh wow.
and like
Well,
she
that's-
probably has lingering effects.
She had
but
more
she didn't.
severe than most
Well, of
people.
course, I imagine with the MS, it made it
Yeah,
worse.
her immune
right?
system's just
Yeah.
attacking itself
Oof.
basically.
Yeah. Nothing. I'm reading that Richard Pryor book, and I'm in the part. I mean, at the end where he's just talking about this is how it gets more and more debilitating, and just. And it's like you think you can do certain things, like you feel like there's no problem with your legs, but for some reason they just won't respond.
People carried him on
and like,
stage.
and then, and
At the
yeah.
end.
So imagine having like a severe cold, like flu-like cold like this.
Yeah.
That's got to be tough. But she's already had it and gotten through
Which
it.
I'm glad, because now she's gonna
Yeah,
fight
but
it
do you
off.
really believe you can't get it more than once?
I think it's gonna be less severe
for sure.
unless it's like a completely mutated strain that's almost a different virus.
My landlord has it right now, and he said it's just like a cold for him. I mean, he's like a healthy
He's
young
a
man,
super
though.
healthy dude.
Well,
It seems healthy.
don't get carried away here.
For the most part, it is not that big of a deal.
Right, not anymore. It's not as severe as it was at the
Right.
beginning of the year.
Yeah. And
Right?
the strain's just gotten weaker. It depends on
It's
when you got it at
what's
what
it
time.
called? It's mutated.
Yeah.
It's mutated,
Yeah.
and the more I think, the more
I've heard
what I've-
speculation that it's mutating to survive.
Yeah.
Like being less severe, so people are, like if everybody just fucking quarantines because you're a disease that's killing everybody, then you don't have a chance to spread. Like it's mutating to survive. I don't know. That's the speculation I've heard. And I'm
Yeah.
a fucking idiot, obviously.
yeah, that's true.
But we're all smoking out of separate pipes this evening because
Yeah.
last time me and Dave shared a
By
vape
the
pen,
way,
I thought I got COVID.
I'll admit this now on the air. Now that I'm fucking negative as fuck. That night that I was I hung out with this dude that was positive for like 2 hours a night.
What were you doing, Dave?
Cock. Yeah. We were doing a bunch of cock. And I don't know why. I swear to God, I don't know why. He passed me the bill to do my thing. And I went to reach for it, and I don't know what prompted it in my head, but I was like, actually, I'm going to use my own bill.
It's crazy that you say you don't know what prompted it.
Well, you know what I mean, though.
Because the news for 7 months has been like,
yeah.
There's a deadly virus coming to
stay
get you.
away from people. Definitely don't share Coke straws.
Okay,
I
how many
wrote
times?
a joke about it.
How many times have we done it?
I know. I wrote a joke about it.
How many times have we done it?
Plenty of times.
That's what I'm saying. And
Yeah, but that's
it's
me
not-
and you, not me and this fucking dirtbag.
I've
that
known him longer.
Tried to infect my house.
Drugs are fun.
I've known him longer than I've known you, dude.
Knowing somebody for longer.
I've hung
doesn't
out
mean
with
they're better.
him more and longer than I've hung out with you, bro.
He's more of a dubious character.
He is more of a dubious
I don't
character.
even know who he is, but I'm just guessing.
You're right. You nailed it that time. He is. He really is. But
You shouldn't be using bills anyway. That's how you get hepatitis. I would be
Well,
more worried about
the
getting
only fucking straws at Steamworks are paper straws. Phil, you ever do cocaine with paper straw? It's awful.
But
Still.
I used my own bill, and I thought just from hanging out with them,
What-
I would have got it.
What size bill was it?
It was a 1.
They're all the same size. That was a trick question.
Right, yeah.
Thanks a lot.
What
denomination?
what denomination?
fucking idiot.
Oh, now you're getting specific.
Look at the big brains on bread.
That was a trick.
I was gonna say that, but I was worried you didn't understand what I was talking about.
Thanks for bringing that back around. That was the joke I was trying to make, but I'm glad you just.
But was it a 1?
I don't remember.
Yeah, you have hepatitis now.
He's a server. Yeah, it was a 1.
Yeah, we just only carry ones as servers.
A lot of
We don't make
times.
hundreds of dollars a night. Good point. Idiot.
All in 5s and 20s.
Well, let's just say when
No.
I was a
we
server, I
tip
worked,
out in 5s and 1s and 10s.
and then you get bigger bills.
Yeah, of
Mhm.
course.
Nice. We didn't
think-
do that. I worked at a small family restaurant when I was a
It
server,
was- I
Then
think-
they
and we didn't
snort
sell
cock with
alcohol. Yeah.
Mhm.
So
you
you got
snort a lot more cock with the 50 than a 20, though. I'll say that.
Still the same amount of
You
hepatitis.
can get a lot more cock, is what I should have said. Fuck.
Yeah. It's okay.
It's all right. I'm going back to Atlanta. I'll learn the ropes soon. Male
when are you
hookers.
leaving?
Just going gay?
Yeah, dude.
Just gonna be gay.
December 3rd. December 3rd. Probably going to drive to Amarillo that night. Then hopefully, depending on the shows that line up,
Yeah.
Or maybe I won't do any shows, but I want to. I want to get as many, like, random places in. Like,
That'd
just
be
the fact
fantastic.
that I've done Farmington, like, that was a good experience, And then,
I wish you did the Billy Goat.
God damn,
It's a lot like Farmington, just a little
I was
more
always,
racist.
I was always working.
I know. Yeah.
I could never make those. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna try and get. I mean, I don't think Dallas is gonna happen, to be honest, because it's a Saturday night. That means only like real
showcases.
Yeah, and the likelihood of me getting on one of those is slim. But I've
Joey might.
I've also brought Joey and Daniel Magden to headline multiple times for Joey, and I've put him up in my house a couple
so they
times.
might throw
but
you a
like
guest
I would
spot.
hope he would I mean, if he can though.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
sometimes
yeah,
it's
yeah.
out of your control.
Obviously.
But,
Most
like,
of the time.
And then, but I also brought Daniel Magden here to headline, and I'm hoping like maybe if he can do something. But again, we'll see.
Yeah, Daniel
That's
Magden
not how
just
it always
opened
works.
for Tony Hinchcliffe.
Nice.
All weekend, yeah.
Fantastic. And I think he opened for Ron White and Rogan one night,
He
too.
did.
Yeah. Texas is popping off, for sure.
Yeah,
We're a
it's crazy.
comic that we've met and, like, done comedy with just opened for Joe Rogan, Ron White, and Tony Hinchcliffe. Like,
in the same weekend.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy.
Friday, I think. Oh wait, no. Maybe it was Thursday for the Joe Rogan Ron
Probably.
White show,
Friday,
and then
Saturday,
Friday,
Sunday.
because and they were on that with Tony Casillas, who's another Texas comedian. I don't know if I've met him in person ever.
I know
but
I'm friends with him on Facebook.
I am too, and I'm friends with a lot of his friends.
Yeah.
But I feel like he was supposed to come to the Four Corners Comedy Festival, but I feel like for some reason he didn't end up making it. I don't remember. I might have met him at the Strader Theater in Durango, but I'm not sure.
Nice.
But he's a cool dude. I started listening to his podcast, Tony Talks too. He's got like his first one's with Jay Whitecott, and he's got Beth Stelling on there, who's fucking hilarious. There's one of his most recent ones with Sam Morrill, which I keep looking on fucking Spotify for it. That one's not up yet, but
What do you got? I'm super
It's a
interested
good
in the Jay
podcast.
Whitecotton one, but the Sam Morril.
yeah,
That's
same,
huge.
same,
That's huge.
yeah.
Jay Whitecotton was super fascinating, dude. He was the
He was
headliner
so
for
cool,
the
dude.
festival we
The
had
name
here.
sounds familiar.
Yeah, he was our headliner for the last festival we had. I'd never heard of him, to be honest, before that.
Yeah.
But super funny, dude. And I did, like, what's the word?
Bombed.
No, wait. I actually feel like I did well. But
I'm just kidding, dude.
he did these little seminars, like writing seminars and
Oh,
stuff.
right. Yeah,
and
yeah,
I went
yeah.
to all those, and he was like, it was good, man. And he was like, learned a lot about comedy in those couple days. And I was working. Like, everybody else was like, yeah, I'm off for the festival. And I was going back and forth to work in between seminars and shows.
Wow.
And that shit sucked dick.
Yeah, but that shit probably paid off too. I mean, you haven't got any better, so I don't know, but I mean, it must have been fun.
You're adorable. I wish that roast was still happening.
Oh
I
yeah.
had so many good jokes.
Yeah.
That just, if I said them on the podcast, they just sound mean, But if you say them in front of a crowd of people, it
Dude,
could be
just
a joke.
like I told Kat, just hold on to him. Just hold on. That's what I'm saddest about.
Well,
is-
they're taking up room in my notebook.
I was
and I'm
gonna
like,
see
if I
fu-
can't do this, I'm just gonna tear it out and burn it because I don't care
Oh.
about this guy anymore. He's leaving.
Why don't you just buy more notebooks?
I got more notebooks. I got notebooks.
That's cool. If you burn them, then you'll never say them. So that's cool.
So Phil, tired of talking to this fucking idiot.
It's all right. I don't have a lot of comedy stories.
Yeah,
Um,
but you had to think of some fun stuff.
Oh yeah. I mean,
What's
What
been
do you
on your
mean?
mind? You got any dreams? Got any goals? You want to take a trip?
What a shitty question.
I'm gonna be worth $100,000 next year. That's my goal.
And
Yeah.
then what are you gonna? Are you gonna take a trip? Where would you go?
No, I'm gonna probably
I'm gonna take
buy
a trip.
house.
Move to
or
Bayfield.
Maybe.
Buy
Probably
a pool.
Forest Lakes.
It's the cheapest area.
Forest
You can buy a
Lakes,
fucking $50 or a 50-year-old
$50.
50-year-old house in Durango for million.
It's stupid.
Or you
expensive.
can go to Forest Lakes and get a pretty good deal. Most people
on
our
a new
age
house.
that have
But I have
kids,
to think about where the schools are. I really don't want Kai to go to Bayfield schools. Just
Why
'cause
not,
they're
Phil?
not great.
What?
I like the freedom out there. I like doing redneck shit. Like I want to shoot
love
guns
doing
in my
redneck
backyard and ride 4-wheelers and dirt bikes and shit. But
Yeah.
Texas also
if I could
has
send Kai to
fantastic
Durango High,
schools.
it's just she's gonna get a better education. And that's just what Zillow says on the internet.
Well, I could
It's
tell
like
you
Bayfield Elementary, 2 out of 10.
Oh,
The fact that you've
there's
actually
no
looked into
question,
that?
dude.
Yeah. Well,
Dude.
I'm a fucking adult, man. These are the
Yeah, but
things
Phil, if
You're
you're
the
bringing,
most adult in this
if
room.
if you're making $100,000, dude, you can easily get like a $30,000 loan for a fucking down payment on a house and a place in Durango where
yeah.
you can shoot guns in your backyard. You can get some space.
not real.
Well, maybe
I
right
mean,
outside.
No, like
yeah,
on
yeah,
the
yeah,
but
yeah.
post
still in
up.
the
The
school,
post up for
still
sure.
in the school
Bond ad.
district.
It's still just more expensive
okay.
in this.
Well, yeah.
district.
It's also way better.
Yeah. Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
You get what you pay for.
I'm just saying.
There's either the Billy Goat Saloon or everything around here. Like, I don't
which
know.
is like 3 more options.
It's a lot
less
more than
with
3.
COVID.
Yeah.
It's a lot more.
Well, I mean,
There's
you're gonna
restaurants in
find-
Bayfield too. You know that, right?
No,
it's not just
I
the
don't
Billy
know
Goat.
that.
Yeah,
I
it's
feel
a
like
little,
I would
There's
like.
like
it's a little
5,
town.
6 restaurants in Durango or in Bayfield.
It's not that bad. It's like probably 30% racist.
That's it. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, but with how many people are there, 30 seems like a lot.
Just a few
I don't
thousand.
Yeah, it's like how we had 40 positive cases of COVID and we were per capita on par with Denver. Like 30% racist in Bayfield's a lot. If you're at the gas station, there's 2 racist people there.
you guys should go to the South. Get your numbers up.
Yeah, but the people in the South actually see black people. The thing about Bayfield folks, they don't see
That's
black
a
people.
good fucking point.
And that makes them
like I bet
dangerous.
there's honestly
Yeah,
starting
that is
to
a
be
good point.
less
Yeah.
racist people in general in the South because
They made a
they-
black friend.
you know
They
they're
had a
just
black
mingling together
Oh.
Yeah.
more
In
Well, there's-
Bayfield, there's
than
just-
ever.
There's none.
Yeah. So they just hate them.
Well, they just don't know.
Yeah.
They've always
So
just
they hate what
Same
they don't
with the
know.
gays.
just like
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. If your family's being racist around Christmas and that's all you know, you're also going to be racist
Yeah.
unless
Kelly's
Yeah.
you
brother,
do some psychedelics. And you're like, this is bullshit.
Kelly's brother and his partner at the time, and they're both like polyamorous and all these fun words.
They're gay.
Sweet.
Just the gayest.
Yeah,
And
clearly.
like Kelly's brother's pretty cool, but his partner at the time was fucking crazy and very outspoken. And they came to a comedy show at the Billy Goat. And there was a point where I was just like, you guys got to stop fucking talking so loud.
Yeah.
Like, you don't understand where you are.
Are they also easily offended? There's an error on your.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Slow.
Still recording.
For 60 seconds.
We can. I gotta pee again, so that's fine.
All right, we're going to fix this. Closing statements. Dave.
I'm gay.
Let the sun hit your ass. It's a new day, wake up. Let the sun hit your ass. It's a new day, wake up.
He was acting.
There's
Never
so
mind.
much road.
There's so much road, man. When somebody gets on your ass, it's like, brah.
Bro, there's
so
so
much
much
road.
road, dude. Like, why do you gotta get near me?
Why?
Yeah.
I mean, I basically drove for a living for 8 years, an hour to work one way, and
That
an
road
hour
is
home.
fucking horrible too.
It's terrible. And
From here to
you know what I
Bayfield.
mean? Like, I stay away from people. I either pass them or I get off their ass. Like,
yeah.
there's no reason to be that close. There's deer
I
everywhere.
agree.
Somebody slams on their brakes. So whenever somebody gets on my ass, I'm like, bro, there's so much road.
Oh God, Brian spiked this weed with
Love.
love, apparently.
Semen.
Which, yeah, exactly. It's like the
Did
it's
you
like
watch the South Park?
pandemic special. I just watched it 2 nights ago. I got HBO and I paid $7 to rent it for some reason.
What?
I don't know, dude. There was
You
so
got
much
got,
road.
son.
I was so high,
Got
and I just did it. Kat wanted to watch it. She's like, I don't care how much it
It's
costs.
definitely free on HBO.
I used to do that shit with pornos in hotels on family vacations when me and my brother would have our own room. And he'd go to sleep and I'd be like, accidentally bought it.
I was just looking at the pictures to jerk off, Mom, and then I accidentally pushed
I
buy.
don't know what happened. It just
It's
all of a
so
sudden
much
started
red.
playing.
There's just so much red.
Your mom's like, weird. We didn't accidentally buy a porn.
Yeah, one vacation, we would always get like a souvenir on vacations. And
Oh yeah, but the pandemic special.
what?
Yeah.
I'm
Phil was
confused.
telling a story. Go on.
Sorry.
You'd always get a souvenir on vacation.
Oh yeah, we'd get a souvenir on vacation, and then I would rent pornos, and Eddie would be like, "That's your fucking souvenir.
That's your
You don't
fucking
get
souvenir.
You don't get a fucking dolphin or
That's your
something
fucking
from
That's your
SeaWorld."
fucking souvenir here.
Yeah.
Not even
no
a churro?
No churros from
No, we get
SeaWorld.
that wasn't
We get a
included
churro.
in our
Right.
souvenir.
That's food.
money, yeah. But yeah, eventually they were like, "Yeah, you didn't fucking accidentally do it.
Every
This happened
single time.
4 times.
How
Stop
old were
jerking
you?
off next to your brother."
How old were you?
Like 13, 14.
How was your brother? Older or younger?
He's younger.
Younger.
Okay, yeah, you can't get away with that.
It's like, I don't even know. 5 years.
What?
5 years younger.
He was asleep, Dave.
Yeah, he was asleep.
And he was 8, is my point.
It's okay.
He's not going to be ordering porn
I
and
didn't-
jacking off.
He was
Jerk off.
13. He wasn't making grown-up decisions.
I know,
No.
it's great. It's
like I-
hilarious.
Got my own hotel room.
Yeah, dude, there's so much room.
So
It's
much
like Eddie's
room for
rich.
activities.
He
Yeah.
won't know $7. He's like, yeah.
He's like, I noticed.
Yeah, he's smart.
Especially
He can
because it
read.
says the title
Yeah.
of whatever you rented
Yeah.
right next
And
to
you
it.
already paid for it. Then they're like, here's this extra $7 fee that we need you to pay for.
We're going to need you to pull out your credit card one more time because your kid watched porn.
Oh. My
It's
little
like-
brother woke up one time and he was like, what the fuck is going on? I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on.
I
Go
was
back
just
to
flipping
sleep.
channels. San Diego's weird.
Go back to
Can you believe what they
we're
put
in
on
Europe.
public TV here?
That's like the Weather Channel. The Weather Girl's got her tits out. Yeah, damn it.
The Weather Channel's got it.
The Weather Channel's got her tits out.
At that time, it was like such a rare thing to watch porn at all. Like, you had to
Dude, I had to
dumpster dive.
make sure my parents were asleep, and then I'd had to sneak into the living room. 2 other siblings in the house.
Hope there was something on Cinemax.
Not easy. Not easy already. Then you gotta turn on the TV first, turn the volume all the way down.
Oh, yeah.
And then turn on the satellite dish, which is fucked up because you turn it on and be like,
Not if the volume's all the way down, though.
yeah, but you had to turn it on before you can turn the volume down.
Oh, shit.
That's the thing. So there was that point where your butthole puckered up. You didn't hear any footsteps. You're like, all right, next step.
That's the
Push the
foreplay.
satellite dish. Yeah, find Cinemax. And then, yeah, if somebody came out, you had to act like you were asleep.
How did this get here?
It wasn't easy.
Yeah.
Wasn't easy to find porn. I did steal a couple of my dad's porn magazines as a boy, and then moved out, and then found them in the place that I hid them when I was a boy. Years later.
Man, he'd never found him?
Good hiding spot.
I don't know. Maybe my nephews were jerking off to him. I don't know, but I
Or
took
maybe
them.
he found them and he just kept them there to share.
I doubt it. They looked like they had been
You guys,
sitting there
like,
for a while.
You guys share the same magazines. You can see where each other like left off and where each other came.
Here's my bookmark.
Yeah. This is where my son came. I'm going to start from here.
I never came in a magazine. I'm a
I
gentleman.
don't think I ever
Because
have
I was trying
either.
to preserve it.
Yeah.
That was my only source of boobs.
Again, it was so hard to get porn.
Yeah,
Then.
dude.
To where we
Yeah.
would dumpster dive.
Yeah, where you get
Behind Hastings.
the point where you get tired of jerking off to the pictures, so you actually start reading the stuff, like
Yeah.
actually reading forums, and then that brings a whole new jerk off imagination thing. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Everybody went through
My
that
jerk off
phase.
history was fun.
Every teenager did that.
Then,
That's our age. That's
but
our
not
age.
now.
Yeah.
Now they go straight to butt fucking.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, they go straight to butt fucking.
Gang
There's no
bangs.
romance.
Yeah.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
just assume somebody's gonna suck their dick. You know
Yeah.
how
They
fucking
don't have to
nerve wracking the first time my
You know what
first
else?
blowjob was.
You know what else they don't have to deal with? Buffering.
That's
They don't know what it's like to be printing off something and it just gets stuck halfway through
Oh,
and
yeah.
then like
I remember my first.
and then you
blowjob.
get worried, you feel like you hear somebody coming up the stairs and then you go and check and it's nobody and you go back and the printer's just slowly inching by and
Yeah.
you're scared you're going to get caught the whole time.
Yeah, totally. My first
That's-
blowjob was
that's-
leaning up against my Uncle Chevelle. Boom. Go on.
What?
I was in my little S10.
Why
Nice.
did your uncle give you
My
a
sophomore
blowjob in a
year.
Chevelle?
No, I was leaning against my Uncle Chevelle.
That's not what you said.
That's exactly
Rewind
what I
the
said.
tapes. I know. I'm just kidding.
No, I was there.
Yeah. Why was Phil giving you a blowjob?
Because we're best friends.
Oh, I see. Okay.
You never had a friend before, man? Suck my dick. Come on. That's how Elliot makes friends.
I didn't understand.
Okay.
Anyway,
What was your first blowjob like?
oh, it was,
Up against the
it
S10.
lasted for about 30 seconds. It was in the S10, and she went down and came off, and I exploded everywhere.
Came off.
Yeah.
Yeah, she went down once, and came back up, and I exploded everywhere. She's like, "You just squirted everywhere." And I was like,
She
"I'm
said
so sorry."
squirted?
Yeah,
She said squirted?
She said you squirted everywhere.
Hey,
Sorry,
bitch,
that's
you're supposed
The
to squirt.
best thing I've ever
Like,
experienced.
that
I don't know what to say.
Was amazing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's
That was
funny.
fun.
I think I actually had sex before my first blowjob.
Really?
Yeah. She was a bit of a hooer. I had sex in the front seat of my white truck that looks just like the green truck out there. Lost my virginity in that truck.
Oh, hell
and
yeah.
then, yeah.
The 4?
Yeah, the 4. Yeah, it was white, though. It looked just like it. Eddie Bauer, 95. It was beautiful. But yeah, a couple days later, she was like, I'm going to give you a blowjob. I was like, that sounds awesome.
This is gonna be great.
Yeah, and for whatever reason, we decided she was coming to my dad's that night or whatever, and I was just like, Dad, I'm gonna show her the shop. You know? Went out to the shop. There was
Look at this sweet shop.
there was a convenient.
Chevelle.
Look at this
and a-
white truck.
It was
Banshee.
conveniently like a stool right next to the Chevelle or a chair, and I sat in it, and it was very short lived. And
Oh,
I tried
God.
to warn her.
No, you did.
I did. I was like,
You tell
"Ah!"
yourself that to this day to make yourself feel not bad.
Whatever. I made some noises.
Probably just
She
have-
should- I couldn't control what was happening.
Made some noises.
I did my best to
Why
warn
did
her.
you
I
tell
warned
me?
her.
I did.
I warned her. I made some noises.
Well, that was the first time I made noises, so because I was very uncomfortably silent in the beginning, and then I started making noises, and then it was over.
So you're saying she should have known? Jesus.
That was all I had at the time. I've
That's
grown since.
And those
hilarious.
blowjobs back then weren't even that good because they didn't. There
No.
was lots
Oh,
of teeth
teeth,
action,
bro.
and but it was still so amazing.
The
that
teeth kind of added to it though, because it was
Just like-
any sensation on your dick
Yeah,
that
you were
wasn't your
so
hand.
stoked.
You know, just like something different.
Oh no, I disagree. Teeth is not.
Now,
No, yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
this is a first blowjob, Dave. Teeth.
Yeah, but teeth were never good.
She was doing her best.
still didn't matter.
It's like
This
a rough
girl
hand
had my
job. You
dick
just
in
bite
her
down
mouth.
on a stick and power through, man. Just be grateful they're there.
Okay.
That's my credo.
Yeah.
I don't know. If somebody's willing to do me a sexual favor, I'm gonna power through.
Where'd you lose your virginity, Dave?
I lost my virginity to my first girlfriend. I don't. Oh, it was in a park, and we were in a truck.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The classic.
Pretty. Yeah.
It's
it
a
sounds-
classic teenager
it's-
move.
It sounds like a classic teenage Georgia story.
Yeah, we all had our first sexual experiences in trucks.
It's funny, yeah, except for you weren't.
Yeah, it was.
I thought you said you were by a Chevelle
no,
with
we
your
banged
uncle.
in my truck for the first time. That's where I lost my virginity.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
then my uncle sucked my.
I knew it. Oh yeah, and I was at
They've
a
always been
soccer.
close.
We were at a park with a bunch of soccer fields, and in the back of a truck.
During the day?
No, at night.
Good call.
Mm-hmm. I was
In the bed of a truck.
Yeah, I was 16. She was 15.
I was like, she was 12.
I was like, please say something close to.
Yeah,
I was
damn.
babysitting.
I wish I would. I would. Oh man, I wish I would have thought to say that.
Missed out on a joke opportunity.
I did. I missed out, but yeah.
16, 15.
But it's still illegal, I'm pretty sure, in some states. Probably not in Georgia.
No, that's
In Georgia, they encourage you to have kids around that age.
Yeah.
We tried.
If we're ever going to beat the
Repopulate
fucking
Confederation.
liberals,
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
we're going to have to procreate real quick.
Oh my god. But I don't remember which came first, the beach or the F job.
What's foot job?
Oh,
F job.
F job. The fuck job.
Mm.
But I did figure out this week what came first, the egg or the chicken.
What?
The egg. Because eggs come from reptiles, and reptiles were around before fucking chicken. I saw a graph, and I was like, wow, that's fucking cool, dude. The egg came first, not the chicken.
Huh.
Eggs came from reptiles.
You're a fucking idiot.
It's true.
I appreciate it. Yeah, eggs
And it's an
existed.
interesting fact. Which came first, the egg or the chicken? It's the goddamn egg. Now we all know.
Chickens are just dinosaurs that survived the apocalypse.
Chicken are dinosaurs. They're
Feathers aren't fossilized. For all we know, dinosaurs had feathers.
Well, as far as we know, dinosaurs
Yeah,
were
Dave.
reptiles.
And
So
are birds.
well, we all come from them. Yeah,
Yeah, we all come from birds.
we all come from pterodactyl.
We all know
You
that
know?
God created birds to have humans.
All of our uncles sucked our dicks on Chevelle's. Like
Mine didn't.
Only the cool
only
ones.
Brian's. Only Brian's. Only Brian's.
Mine was a Ford Pinto.
All right. All right.
They blew up if you got rear-ended.
Thing was sweet.
He got it's more like he got rear-ended and then the engine blew.
Yeah, same.
Either way, he squirted all over his girlfriend who was just sitting there watching for some reason.
Like a gentleman.
Yeah. Oh God, this is larceny.
So you lost your virginity in the back of a pickup. What kind of truck?
I think it was fuck. I don't remember.
See, that's where
I'd
we
be
differ.
guessing.
That's that redneck.
I'd be guessing. Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't mine. I had a Honda Civic at the time.
That makes sense.
For sure.
So no cops, no problems, no bubbles, no troubles.
No bubbles, no troubles.
Nice, man.
Yeah. No babies, no rabies.
Have you ever had any cops or weird experiences while you're having sex?
Lots of weird experiences.
Well,
Maybe not like weird,
outsiders.
but like it was 4th of July. We were sitting up watching
1986.
2000,
We were having some booze.
2016 or 17. But there was a fireworks going on and out by the glade. You can see, right where my mom.
16 or
2006. Yeah.
Okay.
Did I say 16?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's 2016.
I was like, we've lived here for like 10
4
years.
years ago. She was 16. She asked me to prom.
Oh God.
Oh, no, that didn't happen. But yeah, 2006, we were watching the fireworks, and we were completely naked, and we have 2 blankets.
In the
one
bed
on
of
the
a
bottom
truck.
in the bed of my little white Ranger.
Classic.
And it's a spot that you have to fucking drive pretty far to get to. Like, it's out there. We picked it for a reason. I mean, you could see the fireworks. The fireworks are starting to go off.
It's like a place you'd go to do drugs during the
Yeah,
day.
we were butt-ass naked.
get it,
Like,
yeah.
completely naked. Weren't fucking yet. Just playing around. And then
Diddling.
this fucking Suburban pulls up right next to us, and a family jumps out with, like, chairs.
Like it's a parking
Yeah,
lot, like
like,
right next to
They're
you.
going to have a fucking picnic. And they start pulling chairs and shit out. I'm like, oh, the fireworks are going. And, like, the mom, like, looks over at me. And I pull the blankets off her, and she's all butt naked.
She saw that
And-
Gouda dick.
No, because I pulled.
She saw Ginger naked body.
Yeah.
Ginger.
Yeah, he knows what I'm talking about.
Some ginger.
She was hot then. She is fucking fat now. She's not going to listen to this. She's huge, bro.
It's a little Easter egg of the podcast that
That
you know Phil's
Ginger.
past.
All right. Anyway.
Yeah,
So
well,
what did this mom do?
she
She said, "Oh, fat ginger, get out of here."
No, she wasn't fat then.
She was
Oh.
hot.
She was pretty hot.
Hot ginger.
Yeah,
Leave.
hot ginger.
Naked,
She just
naked children.
she went over and told Dad we'd need to fucking go. And,
Okay.
But it was.
Oof.
I got to show you.
Pictures of the hot naked ginger.
I gotta show you now. I wish I had pictures of her then,
You show me
because
fat
he would be
Ginger?
fucking shocked.
Did you ever have anybody walk in on you having sex or anything like
Oh
that?
yeah, with that
Dude.
same girl and my mom.
Your
Oh,
mom?
My mom walked in on us.
one time, and it was not good. I
It
mean,
rarely is.
I was just one time at my parents' house, with an ex-girlfriend,
What a
and
whore.
she was. at one point in her life.
Oh, that one?
Yep.
Nice.
She sure was.
So she still was.
Yeah, well,
From everything I've heard about the story, she was still working.
She could have been. But,
Dude, she looks like a completely different person. I dodged a fucking bullet.
Show Dave.
God damn. Crazy, bro.
Phil almost married her.
you're so lucky you didn't get her pregnant, dude.
This was a little closer to what? This was
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's
she
way.
looks.
I wanna
That's
see that.
already. That's already way different.
Yeah.
This was like right after
That's a pretty girl. What
That's
you
like-
just showed me.
That's what she looked like when we
Sorry.
broke up. Because this was right after she broke up. It's crazy.
But she was like trying to trap you into
Oh
a
yeah,
pregnancy, right?
she acted like she was pregnant so that we would stop using condoms and stop pulling out because she just convinced me she was pregnant.
She's like, I'm
she lied.
pregnant.
Oh my
Don't be a
gosh.
Yeah,
fag.
she,
I
pretty
had-
much.
One
She's
time-
Mormon
Oh.
and like was
So they don't believe in.
yeah. She wanted to have
Anything.
5 kids
Anything
and she's
fat.
doing that. She's living her life now. That's fine. But she
Going to
like
church.
at the end,
Ugh.
she was like not doing anything and sitting around and eating food, and I could see it happening, and I was like, I'm out. And
Yeah.
she was just like, she was just
Dude,
not
that-
for me.
that
I was just
was,
getting
like-
good pussy in the beginning,
I've seen before.
and she's never gonna listen to this. If she does, I'm sorry. She is a nice person, but
I've
If she
seen.
listens to this, she's not as nice of a person.
that
as
is a
you're
very
making
good.
her out.
That is a
This
very
is
good point.
This is a
This
podcast
is a
for
fucking
degenerates.
filthy.
Yeah, exactly.
No, she's not listening to this.
I've seen before and after photos, but you just showed me an after and before, and I like the before
Crazy.
way more.
Yeah, you should have started with the before.
She looks like a
Either
complete
way, it
idiot.
You
was-
showed Dave and he just started laughing. He's like, you fucked that girl.
Hey, dude. I remember when I was 18. I
didn't
fucked something
discriminate.
about that size, dude.
Jesus Christ.
I did. One
Yeah,
time.
the first girl I
One
banged
time.
was a little chubby, but she had great tits.
Yeah,
This is
chubby
just-
with good eyes.
She
like
was
a
hot,
face.
dude. If she
Yeah.
lost weight, she would be
300
a dime.
pounds.
No, she wasn't that fat.
I lost 40 pounds.
Dude.
Maybe even, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, once they start pushing 2 bills.
She's actually super hot.
Yeah?
Her, if I
Dude,
could
2
find
bills?
I should have
Yeah, that deuce.
stayed with that
We
one.
call
What
her the
dude?
deuce.
The dude?
The deuce.
Oh, the
Because she
dude.
was pushing 2 bills.
Yeah,
I'm just
she
kidding.
wasn't that big.
No, I was dating a girl that was pushing 2 bills.
Oh,
She
shit.
had a little pudge,
That's all right, though.
but again, just great, amazing boobies. For me being like 15, I was stoked.
When you're 15, you get some nice boobies in front of you. It'll really.
Hi,
I
Lisa.
I snuck into her house.
Hey, Lisa.
If
It's
my
not-
mom made it this far
I
into the
thought that was
podcast,
a good-
she's probably
She's like-
asleep.
Yeah, I'm not here.
I
No,
thought that
she
was a
quit
good.
at Bitcoin.
This is worse. This is
thought-
worse than a fucking Tarantino movie.
I thought this was a good time to say hi.
I'm only watching this fucking movie because I'm enjoying time with my son.
I love you, mom.
She fucking. I knew she hated that movie the whole time. She was like, "This is fucking stupid."
Dude, that's a cool movie.
Oh, it's good, but you could just.
Better without Dave.
Yeah, I ruined it at the good parts.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
All right.
It's okay.
Well,
We got through that.
I disagree.
We're closer for it.
Yep. 100%. Gare.
If me and Brian stopped sucking each other's dicks after every fight, wouldn't be here.
Then I might be able to
today.
join in.
Yeah,
Damn it.
we don't fight enough.
Give it time.
Okay.
Yeah. Let
Well-
your relationship grow, even though you're leaving.
I'm not going anywhere.
I'm a little bitter about that.
I'll still be in the States.
Brian's the only one I'm scared of that might kill me
Really?
if he rages out completely.
Why would he
Yeah,
rage
me
up?
and Phil don't fight. We're
'Cause
both
We
scared
kill
of
each other.
Yeah.
We don't fight. We kill each other.
We're both scared of each
Killing
other.
time.
It's killing time. Yeah. It's a boat. It's a real boat.
I've been saying that out loud for the past couple weeks.
I think there was a movie called Killing Time with John Travolta and
So you're
Robert De Niro, and it is fucking horrible.
So Brian's a joke thief.
Bullshit.
I'm
I
just
drove
kidding.
by a boat
I'm just kidding.
and I was like, wrote a stupid joke in my head because I think I was listening to a podcast with John Reap. You know the Hemi guy?
I know him.
Yeah.
Ginger.
You know John Reap? Yeah. I was listening to a podcast
Fat
with John
Ginger.
Reap, and I was driving on the highway past a boatyard, and I just saw a boat that said "It's killing time," or "Killing time," whatever. And I just said it in the John Reap voice, and that's the joke.
No, the joke is you can read that two ways.
Yeah.
It could either be like fun, like it's killing time, let's go fishing, or it can be like I'm gonna go out and do some damage. It's killing time.
Yeah, you
I made your joke way better.
butchered.
I made it way better.
Butchered
The way
my
I
joke,
just said it was
bro.
better than you ever said
I
it.
wish you never said the words that I wrote.
Yeah, because you can't do it yourself.
I can.
You want to fight about it? It's killing time.
Let's fight.
It's killing time.
I hate him. I can't wait till he leaves. I'm so glad you're here, Phil.
I can't wait to get away from you, man.
Good. Good.
It's gonna be great.
You guys got anything fun to talk about? Or
Not
should we
much.
wrap this bitch up? It feels like
I'm just amused
I'm amused.
by your guys' just
I'm-
like complete opposite personalities. That
It's what makes the show fun.
yeah.
Sometimes.
I
Sometimes.
work really hard. Dave doesn't work
Doesn't.
very much.
No. Why would
Somehow he makes more money than me. It's
Yeah.
crazy. I don't understand life. I don't understand how anything works. Like, he's an anomaly to me. He's
Yep.
just like, I like to chill and watch Kill Tony. Sometimes I go to work.
Seems
Yeah.
It does seem nice.
Yeah.
I have so many
I'm
responsibilities.
so sorry. I figured it out. Ooh.
I'm slightly jealous of
It's
it.
fucking killing.
It's a beautiful
It's fucking killing time.
I mean, you could get that.
killing
You could get what
time,
Dave has.
dog.
Start drinking
Just
more.
get a personality.
I don't know if
start
I can
waiting
drink more.
tables.
Get,
Dude,
get
I
rid of
drink
everything.
a bunch. Yeah, get
Drink
rid
that
of
right
everything.
now.
Mm,
I bet you won't.
I bet I won't.
You don't.
either.
You don't stand for mayhem.
I don't.
You'll
No.
just fall asleep.
Yeah, my girlfriend doesn't need whatever chugging is.
She does. She needs you to pass out and shut the fuck up. So
Oh, I'm gonna do that either way. That's
damn, I
that's
want
my
it
MO.
all.
I mean, I throw her some dick every now and then, but most of the time I just pass out and shut the fuck up.
Hell yeah.
I'm a gentleman.
I don't believe that.
I'm pretty
Seen it.
gentlemanly.
He's
More of
pretty
a
nice.
gentleman than you.
You are.
100%. I don't know if you've ever got out and cut wood for 12 days
No, I'm
to
not
keep your
stupid.
girlfriend warm for the winter, but
Oh, I'm so sorry. I have central heat. Ooh.
yeah.
Piece of shit. Try and fault me
I have
for
a
paying
podcast
for
studio, bro.
shit. Yeah, and it's the temperature is moderate.
And we pay
Congratulations.
we pay relatively the same amount of rent. I just had to get a bigger place, so I had to go further out of town, and I needed fucking firewood.
And you've been here for 7 years. I found mine 6 months ago.
I've been here for 4 years. 4 years.
7-3. Same thing to a redneck.
Dave's not gonna make it to Atlanta.
You might get stabbed. You
There's
shouldn't.
no need to stab him. We're gonna beat him old school
Bait him.
with a piece of cedar.
We gonna bait him.
We got a pile of firewood out there, and I can take my pick.
It's fucking killing time.
It's killing time.
It's killing time.
Fucking not bad. You totally redeemed yourself, actually.
All right.
I don't know if I'd say totally.
Yeah.
Well, you did.
You're right. I did.
You did say that.
You said it.
After drinking this fantastic larceny,
Larceny.
whiskey brought to us by our very own Sean Moriarty. If you haven't listened to that podcast, I suggest you
Listening
listen
to it.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks
What?
for guessing what I'm going to say.
Hey.
You guys are cute.
I hate it. But I like Dave. He's a good,
Never would have guessed that one.
He's a good person,
Person.
when he's not drunk.
Drunk.
I agree.
All right. I think sounds
I
like
don't-
it's about time to wrap this up.
Well, if you say so.
I can go. I mean,
You
we're
can.
almost at 2 hours, so I bet we got about 4 listeners now. Sean Mo definitely backed off
Maybe.
Yeah.
a while
Mark!
ago. Yeah,
That
yeah.
was for Sean.
Yeah, we could probably wrap it up. I got a fucking kid. And
Yeah, he's got a kid. I got a
Fucking-
kid on the way.
Phil's got a kid. We're going to kill this bottle real quick, and then Phil's going to roll the dice on the way home.
it's not that far.
Awesome.
It's really not. That's what I found out when I was
it's
driving
doable.
drunk back from your house. When
think
we
I'm
used to
gonna
do the podcast over there.
I think I'm going to make Cat drive.
It's all right. We had cocaine.
We did?
Sometimes.
Back then, yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant tonight.
I have no cocaine anymore.
Mm-mm.
That's a shame.
I used to have a Coke Connect, but he stopped snorting cock, so... well, that's
Yeah.
what he said. And then he was snorting cock that brought COVID into my house. Like a fucking Braves fan.
Like a gentleman.
Like a fucking
gentleman
Braves fan.
fan.
Yeah. To all our Atlanta listeners,
listeners.
don't be too mean to Dave. I know he's a real piece of shit, and you can tell immediately, but be nice to him.
No, he doesn't mean well.
I know. That's the problem. All right. Closing statements, Dave.
It's killing time.
You
I
want to
feel that
promote
was coming
Davo
up.
Laughs?
At Davo Laughs on Twitter and Instagram.
At Big
At
Davo.
Killing Time on fuck Mary Kill.
Black.com. Yeah. Phil,
Fuckmarykill.com.
take care of your children.
Yeah, buy Bitcoin
Buy Bitcoin.
while it's under
If you've learned
$20,000.
anything from this stupid fucking episode, buy Bitcoin.
And if you learn anything, you should learn that the egg came before the fucking chicken.
Hashtag dinosaurs.
Fuckmarykill.com.
Yeah. You can find us at everything in the description. I'm not even going to fucking go through it. Shout out to the Whiskey Reel. Shout out to Ethan Esparza and the Chava people
Fuck yeah.
for this song. The intro outro music from them. This song is called Wake Up. Thanks, Phil, for coming on.
Thanks.
We're going to have you on more.
It's easier now.
It's easier now.
I just gotta, plan the time. I can't bring her in here.
Agreed.
Fuck no, you can't.
It's like jerking off in front of her, basically.
It's probably worse.
Yeah. So,
fuck.
last chance. Closing statements.
It's killing time.
Everything with cream cheese, orange juice, break fast. I'm out the door to get the dough, speaking to the masses. Hit the road to do a show, microphone madness. Trip easy, cheap sunglasses, straight passion. My third eye active, watching backpacks lead the show, beeping that shit vocally. Hearing me locally, lyrically, know what I'm supposed to be, and I don't got no fear of it. I'm coming for your brain, homie, coming at you spiritually. Stepped into the game, and I knew that flow was slippery, but check my flow though. Turn the whack news to history. Let them do their thing instead, I put them out their misery. And simply put, just got disconnected. Like my boy Big Money, man, this can't be neglected. Grab the mic and check it, coming up in your direction. Gift that I've been blessed with, this hustle is respected and reckless. Poetic mind on the set list, got the groove to match. Everybody step with it, still haven't fulfilled the whole vision yet. Life right now still so picturesque. I'm rocking every stage until I get a bigger check. Even though I hate money, ready for a bigger step. Pull the trigger next. Somebody coming at your neck. I could've died today. That's why I'm smoking cigarettes and got precision set of skills and imagination, creations, innovating with motivation. I'm chasing my goals, giants that I be racing. I'ma stride through the finish like a 6'5" Jamaican, beating my chest like yeah. What my name is, ink on my chest. What my homie spray painting, summer day smoke skate, PlayStation. He looking down on me and I can't stay patient. I ain't just trying to say shit, sit back and face this. Real type, I've been smoking instrumental playlist, chill in the cut. Now these small places, I ain't getting love now, man. Fuck being famous, yeah, they tell me it's really hard to make it. They don't understand I love being underestimated. Second guess it and I'll take it that you're undereducated. Anyway, this got me thinking about them old records playing. Why? It's filled with soul and it fills my mind. Tail feather shaking while the rhythm takes flight. If what I'm doing wrong, I ain't gonna fake right. I don't get no sleep because the music takes night. Nocturnal life with my basement lights. Just roll some nice, keep my drink on ice. If you don't get it once and you don't hear it twice, moving on this beat right here is out of sight. I'ma stay away.